I want everyone to know, this is what it's like to be surrounded by grown men all the time.
Okay, hold on now.
It's annoying.
It's
annoying.
so frustrating.
Hold on. Okay, so...
Welcome to the Brotherly Love Podcast. You're with the Lawrence brothers here. Your favorite podcast. Please like and subscribe on YouTube.
Your favorite pod? How do you
Absolutely.
know? Oh my gosh. How do you know it's their
It's
favorite?
my favorite pod.
Okay.
Thanks,
That makes
Mom.
sense.
And
You're
guess
welcome.
what? In studio,
Yeah, Mom.
Mom is here.
Mom.
You didn't have
Hi,
enough
guys.
syllables.
Whoa.
So you made that like
Yeah.
5 syllables.
We have to not talk over each other.
Yes,
Andy?
please don't do that.
We had a good response to having Dad on last.
Yes.
Yes.
time,
Yes.
So we decided to have you on too.
we
Mom.
had the father of the pod,
yeah
aka Podfather,
Podfather,
and
yeah.
now we're having the mother of the pod.
yeah
Yeah.
The
Does that make me
Podmo?
mother?
Podmother.
Podmother,
Oh.
Podmother.
Hi, Podmother.
I
Sounds
love
like
it.
some weird
Oh, yeah.
like Stepford thing.
Podmother.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
back to the podcast, Mom.
Welcome back, Mom.
Thank you.
Mom
With
in
my
the house.
babies.
That's right. So we're going to do a little bit of a family history episode with our mom.
Wow.
Dig into, our lineage.
And Andy and
Yes.
I have competing questions.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Dig into Mom's salty past. I'm kidding.
So it's gonna be rapid fire, Mom.
Okay,
One
I'm
from
ready.
Andy,
Gosh.
one from me. One from
Rapid
Andy, one
fire,
from me.
you
If
guys.
Joe wants
Do
to
you have any
contribute at
questions?
any point in time, he can.
We
Okay.
have to not talk over each other,
Thanks,
guys.
Andy.
It's one of the
I
things.
need like a bell or something, like a stop button.
No, Mom's talking over me too. I
No, she's
literally
been talking over me the whole time.
It's kind of what we do.
no. You guys, this side of the table's real chit chatty.
Sort of what we do.
Nah,
Sort of what we do.
no.
Yeah.
We're podcasters now. We don't do that anymore.
We're not podcasting.
Behave.
You guys,
Let's
guys.
go.
We're podcasters.
Oh, God.
I mean, after 150 episodes, you'd think we would get the gist of it, you know?
But we don't. And that's what makes us beautiful.
That's
No.
what
That's what
keeps
makes-
us separate from all the rest.
Yeah. We don't actually do podcasts.
We're complete buffoons.
Mhm.
Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you.
We don't follow the rules, man. You know?
Okay.
We break them.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Rule. What is it? Wait.
Oh,
Maker.
that was a
Rule.
Yeah,
Matt.
yeah,
You that was a crash
that-
and burn.
We never pull our punches, guys. We punch our punches. Because we're the most interesting men in the world.
Oh, brother.
Oh, is that Dos
Stay
Equis?
thirsty, my friends.
Oh, my
the,
gosh.
The Dos Equis guy
Andy!
is back at 87.
I love it.
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
Yeah,
I love
he's
him.
cool.
Most interesting man in the world. All
Yeah.
right. Can we get to it?
Yeah. Andy,
All
do you
right.
want to start out?
Yes, Mom. Your
Yes.
first question to ask us.
What?
I mean, our first question to ask you.
Wait a
I
Let me
don't-
tell you something.
I'm not
You
prepared.
guys are you're making my mind discombobulated with all
Andy,
this.
you can't blame You've been blaming Joe and I your whole life.
Yeah.
And
Time to grow up.
rightfully so. All right, Mom. Your
Yes, sir.
first question.
Yes.
Where did we come from? What's the
Oh,
official
God.
story of where
What is
your
that?
where your side of the family has come from?
Okay.
Well, that makes
Are
sense.
we immigrants?
What you said before sounded like
Stop.
the birds and the bees.
Well, there's a book called Where Did Where
I
Did I
know.
Come
I
From?
made you
Mom,
read it.
Mom and Dad made us read it.
I
Or
remember
Mom, you
quite
made-
well.
Yeah.
I remember.
Okay. Let Andy speak, please. Okay.
Go ahead, Ann.
Thanks. So, Mom, are we immigrants? Were we farmers, criminals? Tell us. Be honest. Where did we go? Where did we all start? Where did it all start, Mom?
Andy,
Okay.
let me do this talking.
I don't think
Okay,
so.
wait a minute.
Where
Wait a
did
minute.
we come from? Where did we
Ay,
go?
ay.
Sorry, go ahead, Mom.
Part of the family, my mother's side, were immigrants. They came from England.
What about
I-
your father's side?
My father's side, my grandparents were born here, in New Jersey, and they migrated to Philadelphia.
Why the
So-
migration?
So, yeah.
Right over the,
All around,
Right
you know,
over.
those times they didn't have automobiles.
all around the tri-state area.
Actually, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
They had
I wasn't.
horses and buggies because grandmom, your great grandmother,
Violet.
used Violet
Violet.
Let's get some names.
Knox. She was of Scottish descent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Violet Knox.
Yeah, her middle name was Knox, and her last name, we don't need to go into that, and
Because if
It was
we
Thompson.
did, then
It
they
was-
could trace
No.
it back to a sordid past.
No.
No, because
They-
mom's a little. I'm just going to out you a little bit. Your mom's a little paranoid these days
Okay.
about everything.
Okay.
actually,
no worries.
there's a need to be paranoid
Yeah, I
these days
understand.
if
I
you want to know
understand.
the truth.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
The
it's not
technology
like
on the phone, mom comes in, so I got to tell the story. What is this? Am I being hacked?
Well, the United States
but
is
I
calling
was
you.
being hacked.
It's possible.
What is this? My Uber app is tracking me.
I know.
it's quite possible.
It is.
But because I don't understand all that stuff.
I don't
and I don't
either,
want to
and
understand all that
You're
stuff.
absolutely right, Mom, and I agree with you. It is literally the most annoying thing in the whole planet.
Because I have been hacked 3 times. My
I know.
credit cards have been hacked 3 times.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
So it's not pleasant
But
when they
that's
steal
because-
your money and you can't get it
But
back.
that's because
Yeah.
you're putting your credit card information on nefarious sites online.
Well, who knew? I thought it was okay. I didn't know. I don't
What's
do it
this
anymore.
email? Oh, you need all my info?
I'm not that stupid.
Here
no,
you go.
No,
I
she's
am
talking
not-
about.
Come
she's
on.
talking about
Let's
TikTok
get back
shop
to the
crap that,
history
you know,
of
little-
my
So
my
anyway,
family.
Violet
Okay.
Knox, which is
so
cool.
Violet Knox, grandmom, and my grandfather Albert, who you didn't have the pleasure of meeting.
No,
Okay, because he died when I was 11.
but your brother is named after him, correct? Or no?
My brother is named after my father's brother,
Who
who was
was-
killed in
That's
the
right.
war.
That's right. That's
Who
right.
I would love to talk about him because that had
Yeah, we
such a
didn't know.
profound impact on the family as I grew up. But anyway, let me tell you about my father's side. So he and my, his parents were American born, and there was a very deep sense of loyalty to America.
Mhm.
I was raised in Philadelphia, in the city, and I spent a lot of time with my parents at Betsy Ross's house, at Ben Franklin Museum,
That's
Wasn't the original White House in Philadelphia?
the Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, Christ Church.
But wasn't the original White
Well,
House?
it's not-
Yes, it was
it-
because it was the original capital.
There you go.
Why did
So-
they move it again?
I don't know,
I
but
don't
that's
know
why it's
why.
on Philadelphia.
I feel like it was some security thing, but
Maybe.
But isn't it? It's 1600 What's the address?
Pennsylvania Avenue.
That's in
Pennsylvania
Washington
Avenue.
D.C.
Yeah, but isn't that
What?
why they moved? They called it Pennsylvania Avenue is because they moved it from
Pennsylvania, perhaps that
You're
sounds
probably right.
good.
But it
Okay.
wasn't like a White House like it is now. It isn't like
Right.
it wasn't
It
some
was just a
grand
residence.
manor.
It was a
residence.
Yeah.
Residence,
Okay.
residence, yeah.
So anyway, I had a deep sense of history growing up because I was raised in Philly. My mother's side of the family, her mother immigrated here with my great grandmother, and they came from England.
Wait, wasn't there? She was a hat maker for the Queen?
She was a hat maker. She was a milliner. and-
Haberdashery? Is that what you?
Yes. And she also was a seamstress. So my mother was very, very close to her grandmother. And as I grew up, my mother always hesitated to go to her mother's house. It was a little tiny house, and I loved going there. But for my mom, it wasn't good memories because of what happened in her life, because her father died when she was 16. Her sister was 13, and the twin boys were 16 months old.
Jeez.
But what I didn't find out till later in life is that when it was a little tiny house and it was a living room and then a dining room and then a kitchen, it was straight through. And there was a winding wooden staircase that was about this wide. And my mom used to sleep with her grandmother, and my grandmother died in that bed with my mom. So she never really recovered from that.
Wait, really?
Yes, that's true. And her father,
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
she
Your
died.
grandmother passed away in her sleep, and your
Mhm.
mother,
and
as
Mimi
a
was
young girl, was
sleeping
bed
in the
with her?
same bed?
Yes,
Wow.
yes. They were, because you
Jeez.
and you have to understand that my mother's father died when
What year was this?
well, she was 16 when her father died. And my grandmother, who was a young child
This was
who
in
came
the 30s.
no, was in the when my yeah.
It
Wow.
was in the 30s.
So her father died. Mimi's father died when she was 16.
He
But
broke his leg
When did her grandmother die?
6 weeks later.
What the heck?
My gosh.
Yeah. So my mother had a lot of trauma, and so did my grandmother. So, but my grandmother, it's so funny because
Holy
I
moly.
had a relationship with my grandmother, unlike her twin boys, because they were babies. And she actually was in her 40s when she had them, which was unheard of. And she went to the doctor and he said, I think you have a tumor. And she said, it's kicking me. And it turned out she didn't know she was having twins. She had 2 baby boys prematurely, and they're in their 80s now.
No, I know. Uncle
So you
Tommy
can
and Uncle Jimmy.
imagine Uncle Tommy and Uncle Jimmy, which were a very big part of my life because they're not, they were around all the time. But my mother was traumatized. She was a depression baby, so thus we had hundreds of boxes of Jell-O. And
We still have hundreds of
I
boxes
know
of
we don't.
Jell-O.
But we do have a few of her boxes of Jell-O because I'm very sentimental, and but it was really difficult for her growing up because she had aspirations and she was very smart and creative, and she had to change her whole life to help take care of the babies, and it was just a very deeply impactful event. Go
What
ahead.
were her
Can't even.
aspirations?
She wanted to go to college, but she went to a trade school and learned to be a bookkeeper. She was really good at numbers.
She was
Really-
very smart,
and-
wicked smart.
She was whip smart.
Yeah.
So was my dad. So they,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And
Oh, yeah. Mimi was
but-
amazing with
but
numbers.
Yeah.
I want to talk about my
She did a
grandma.
lot of our early accounting.
She did.
When
She
we were
did it all.
kids.
And if I
all the
hope-
books, right?
Do you have any of those copies? Because her writing
We were
was
children.
Yeah,
meticulous.
how would we take? I didn't even know those books existed.
I mean,
I think you might. You had them. I saved them, but it was in your storage, and I don't know if you still have that.
Maybe.
Because we all had a little storage issue. Anyway,
Yes.
my grandmother,
yeah, all of us.
guys.
No, yes. No, you're right.
Guys,
no, I mean,
one day,
Yes.
look, when you need pictures, when you
I know.
when you need resources, who do you call?
I am all about the storage. I really am about saving things and keepsakes 100%. I
Joe,
just
why are your eyes closed?
I just would have done it. I
Who
just
does?
I
You
just feel
can't even
bad.
look at
I
anyone.
just feel bad that my eyes actually have allergies. My eyes are burning. to be
Oh.
honest
Okay,
with you.
okay.
But I just so I have to keep them like wet because they literally burn. But I just would, if I had to do over again, I would have. I'm really super anal with organizations. I would have just organized everything because I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure they're in a storage unit.
Yeah, but let me
I
tell
have
you
one
something.
little storage unit left. I don't know
Oh,
where the
good,
hell
good,
it
good.
is.
Because those things are in there. So I would like to do an art piece, and take them, copy them, mixed media. But let me
I
get
would
back.
love it. That'd be
Okay, let me
great,
get
but
back
I
to my grandmother.
Yeah, go get back.
I had a special relationship with her because she would play the piano and we would sing hymns, but I also felt like she had this like torture about her. She was tortured because of her life, but she wasn't that way with me. So when I was growing up, there was always like, my mom and her mom were very close. They talked on the phone every day. And they talked about the boys, Tommy and Jimmy, all the time. They talked about their things, but that made a big impact on me. I talked to my mother every day, multiple times a day. So, but my grandmother was, very proper, and she had these beautiful hands. She would play the piano. We would sing hymns.
Meme's mom.
Yes.
And her name was again?
Edna Grace. My
Oh.
mother was named after
Oh.
her mother, which I
So
did.
Violet Knox was Pop's
Pops.
mom.
Pop's mom.
And Edna Grace was Mimi's mom.
Uh-huh.
And then Mimi, my grandmother, slept in the bed
Her-
with her great-grandmother, or her grandmother. Your-
who was Emily.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was.
God, I was
it
all
was-
a little lost here, Mom.
Well, you don't need.
Leave some breadcrumbs for you, Mom, all right?
I'm a little lost too because
No,
wasn't
I'm following it. I'm following it.
Okay, yeah.
Can you
Okay.
explain
When
it?
I close
I'm
my eyes,
lost.
when I close my eyes, I'm doing a little beautiful mind
Stop.
thing, and I'm
But
following
you
it.
know what?
It's
This,
like
is,
all these
this
lines.
right
I
here.
see it.
This right here
picturing it
is
right now.
is my life. All this testosterone. This is
There
about
you are. Yes, your lineage,
Matt.
boys.
I
Matt.
see it. Hold on.
This is about women. Okay, you don't have the same identity.
String theory. This is Stephen Hawking.
It's a star ball of yarn. Okay.
Guys, I'm
I'm
trying
gonna
to close
start
my eyes
throw.
and see it.
I'm gonna start.
I'm
I'm gonna
so
throw a
lost.
shoe.
Joe's sleeping.
I'm trying. I could do a timeline for you.
No,
Would you
no.
like
What
to?
mom
Okay.
is saying, hold on.
I got it.
Mom's,
I know what mom is saying.
Mom's mother, our grandmother's mother's name was Emily.
Yes, and she was.
Thanks, Joe. That was the one thing I did know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything
Okay.
else I have no idea about. I don't know if Emily was what we just heard about or if it was
Emily.
Edna or Edna's daughter Edna, who I know as Mimi. I have no clue.
Matt, I could clear it up for you. But you
Emily
just
is the
keep
one that
quiet.
passed away in bed with
Yeah.
our Mimi.
She was traumatized.
Edna Grace II.
So Edna Grace was. Wait.
It was
Oh.
Emily, great grandmother.
Yes.
Wait, no, hold on.
Wait, I know the story.
I know
Let
you know,
Mom
but
talk.
I'm trying to grasp it.
Plug you up to the Matrix.
Yeah, hold on.
This information directly.
I know karate. Oh, so wait, okay.
I don't know karate, but I know
No
crazy. And I'm
And
gonna
I know
use
crazy
it.
that's-
too, and
no,
it's
that's
right
a-
here.
that's a-
Can you
I
just
know.
That's
keep
a
quiet?
James Brown lyric.
Okay,
That's-
good.
That's what that's from.
You're really off point. Let's
I mean,
go.
it is.
But I
It's
love you
James
dearly.
Brown. Getting schooled by
You're a
mom
real
there.
off-point son of a bitch.
I didn't say that.
You are being.
I want everyone to know this is what it's like to be surrounded by grown men all the time.
Okay, hold on now.
It's
Hold
annoying.
on.
It's
annoying.
so frustrating.
Hold on. Okay, so Emily.
I had the exact opposite in my life. I'm
Well,
surrounded
good
by
for you.
all young ladies.
Joe, this is not about you, right?
I
This is
know.
about mom. So we have Emily,
Mhm.
and then Edna Grace was her daughter,
Mhm.
and then Edna Grace was her daughter.
Yes, exactly. And Liberty Grace is your daughter.
That's right.
So anyway, my grandmother had hair to her waist, wrapped in a bun, and she would never take it down. My grandmother, my mother's mother.
Emily.
Yes.
No.
Edna.
Edna, my mother's mother.
Oh yeah.
Remember
Okay,
there's two
I got
Ednas?
it. But Emily was the hat maker
Emily was the hat
for the
yes.
queen.
She did make hats for royalty. Yes, she did.
Why do you keep trying to put us into
Because Andy knows one
But-
big word. His say it, Andy. Say it.
Haberdashery.
There it is. And he loves working it in anytime he can. All right.
Okay.
Reminds me of
Now
the
let's go back
Western
to
era.
the hat
Now-
maker, the haberdashery person.
There is a
Andy,
Reminds me of like old
What
Western
is
times.
going
so
on?
superfluous.
It reminds
But
me.
still
It reminds me of
somehow-
like the blacksmith, the
Okay,
haberdashery,
listen, yes.
the local saloon.
yes. And my grandfather, my mother's father, had a hosiery mill,
Wow.
made stockings.
It's
but
by the haberdashery
Wait.
near the hosiery mill.
no,
Wait,
but
wait.
during the
Like
Second World War,
Pantyhose? Not like a hose, like a garden hose.
stockings.
Wow.
Wait,
Yes.
who made the pantyhose?
My mother's father
Oh
had
my
a-
gosh.
a panty. It wasn't pantyhose.
But he passed when she was 16.
Yes, and he passed when she was 16.
And Tommy and Jimmy are your uncles.
My uncles.
Wow.
Yes, yes. So, but my grandmother had this very long hair, and it was white, and she would wrap it in a bun, and I begged her to take her hair down, and one day she did, and it was like the whole image changed because she had this really long, beautiful, thick hair to hair,
Wow.
but she didn't cut it, and then she put it back up, and I never saw it down again.
That's crazy.
But she was a very
Proper.
she was closed off.
Mhm.
She was closed off. It was not. She was proper, but she had a very strong relationship with God.
Right.
Now, my mother's mother and my father's mother were good friends their whole life. They went to church together, so that
So
my
Edna,
mother,
Edna and Violet.
Edna and Violet, were very good friends.
Really?
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
Mm.
And
I
my
didn't know
mother
that.
and father knew each other their whole life.
Oh my.
Really?
Yes, yes,
Like what? Like
Probably, through their mothers being church friends.
yes.
no
Yes.
way.
Now, my father had a brother named Albert who was killed in the war.
That's right.
Now,
We
I don't
went
know
to
whether you
Pearl
want.
Harbor.
So that would
We
be
went to
my
Pearl Harbor.
great uncle Albert.
Yes.
And
Do you
we
want me
went-
to get into that story about Albert, or do you want me to? Where do you want me to go here?
Well,
It's up to you.
Joe
because-
just was said I remember when we went to Pearl Harbor and Pop, Albert's brother,
Yes.
stenciled his name.
I got
Our
on Pop's
grandfather.
shoulders.
Yeah, our grandfather,
And
because he was
I did it.
he was shot down in the war and lost at sea, presumably, and we don't
Yes.
know.
I never found him. He was
Well,
MIA.
no, I actually just found the paperwork that my grandparents got 5 years after his death, which pronounced him dead. Because up until that point, he was missing in action. Now, he
MIA.
was
Yeah, they weren't
He was
sure if
MIA.
he had been taken hostage or anything, but yeah.
Now, he was exactly 3 years, 10 months older than my father, which is the exact age difference between you two.
Wow.
Wow.
And
That's crazy.
eerily,
Hmm.
you reminded my father of Albert.
Hmm.
You had the same calic, you
Hmm.
had the same hair, you had the same, and my father, no one talked about it because my grandparents, you never got to meet my grandfather, who was my father's father, who was,
No, Violet's Pop's dad. No, I never met Pop's dad. I met his stepdad.
yeah,
Yeah, who was
But
a really nice guy.
was a
Sam.
nice guy.
Yeah,
Sam.
nice guy. He had a wooden leg, right?
he had something going on.
Wait a
down
minute,
there.
did I meet
Oh, he had a
Sam?
wooden leg. He used to put coins in it.
Yeah, somebody had a wooden leg.
Yes.
No, he used to
Somebody
put
did have a
coins in the wooden
wooden
leg and
leg.
shake it and tell me.
Wow.
He made me guess if it was a quarter
I
or
think
a
that's-
silver dollar, and then he'd take it off and dump it out. I mean, if I got it right, I got to keep
First time
it.
I've ever thought about that since I was
Me
really
too.
I'll never forget it.
I remember
He had a
somebody
bunch
having,
of like sunspots on his face. He wore
Yeah.
glasses.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
wore cardigans.
Yeah.
Cardigan sweaters, real thick,
Oh,
like
yeah.
cable knit cardigans
Oh yeah.
with
I remember
button-up
this.
shirts and gray pants. He was always dressed like up. He was always dressed up. I never saw him casual ever.
No, but they met in church
All right.
many years after my grandfather died. But my grandfather,
He smelled like mothballs. I'll never
No,
forget it
yeah,
because
he
a lot of
did.
the stuff because they used
He
to put
did
the
smell like-
Everybody
they used
smelled
to
like
put-
balls.
Yeah, all those
They were-
Tweety
yeah,
suits. But
Yeah.
he was a very nice man.
very nice. But he would go, hey, you go. He'd be like, what do you think's in there? I'd be like, I don't know. He's like, all right, hold on. Think it's a nickel? Is that a quarter? Or is it a silver dollar? If you guess it, I'll let you keep it. I'm not kidding.
That's so cool.
And a couple of times,
I
I
got
did
it
guess
right.
it.
Well, he
And
always would give
he
you
had
money.
He would, but I had two straps. He had two straps.
Yeah, I remember. I
And
remember
he
now.
would undo them, pull up his dress pant. It was gray. I swear, it was like a heather gray.
Yeah.
And he pull it up, undo it, take off the leg, and dump it out into my hand.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish you still had those coins.
What? Dude,
I have some.
I have the
coins for you.
memories, man.
Anyway,
Memories
I
are
did.
priceless.
Where were we going? Anyway, my
I
grandfather.
think the impact
of
that,
my grandfather on me.
that losing Albert
Yes.
had on your family.
Well, my father didn't talk about it.
Well, Pop was
Very stoic.
like he would pick up
Very
a burning like cast iron pan and it could set his whole hand on fire and you wouldn't know.
No.
He would put his hands in boiling water to like check He was impenetrable to pain, or at least he made it out that way.
He made it out that way. And he did that emotionally too. But my dad, his brother enlisted in the Army Air Corps. He was a navigator
Mm-hmm.
in the South Pacific. My dad lied about his age, quit high school,
Join the army.
and joined the Navy.
the Navy.
Navy.
That's right. That's Navy.
And he was stationed in the South Pacific on the USS Dobbin, which was one of the few ships that survived Pearl Harbor. It was a destroyer tender. He would load torpedoes. And he was an anti-aircraft pilot. He was a gunner. He shot down aircraft. When he was on that boat, he got notification that his brother
Oh my god.
was MIA. So
Oh my
there was
gosh.
this, it really, really impacted. And I remember going to my grandmother's house and my Uncle Albert's medals were framed. I still have his uniform.
It's awesome.
I have my father's Navy uniform, which I had altered and I wear on Veterans Day. But because I remember my mother telling me, because for those 5 years that he was MIA, nobody could talk about it
Yeah.
because they were worried that he was a prisoner. And it was just,
Right.
that was the protocol that you don't talk about it.
The only thing Pop ever told me, and it was much later in life, I don't remember exactly when, it was after we went to Pearl Harbor and we got the rubbing of Albert's name. But he told me, he was like, yep. He was like, I lost him out there, He was like, somebody shot him down. And I was like, that's crazy, Pop. He was like, I shot a few of them down though too. I never forgot it.
Really?
Well, it was interesting because when you guys
Yep.
were both at USC,
Yeah.
you had to interview for your American history class. You had to
That's right.
interview
Yeah.
a veteran.
Yep.
And you interviewed my father. But my father pulled out this whole box of memorabilia from his brother. It was the first time I ever saw it, including the telegram that his parents got.
Mm.
And he wrote these, he had diary entries, which you included in your papers.
Yes.
And one day maybe you should read that on the podcast because it was those papers.
Where
they-
are
were
those
they?
papers?
I have them.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
cool.
You know, Mama
Thank
that
goodness.
stores everything that you make fun of.
Thank goodness.
I have those, but I do. I also had the newspaper clipping of Albert when he enlisted,
Hmm.
and that was the first time in my whole life that I saw my father open up about his brother, and it was such a catharsis for him because look. I have a picture. I don't know whether I ever showed. This is Albert,
Wow, there he is. Look at this.
and you have. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Joey reminded him of his brother, and it was really interesting. He had the same curly hair.
Can I see that?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that, dude. It's crazy.
So,
Hmm.
Wow. He he kind of looks like Neil too.
Neil.
Yeah,
I
there's a
saw
lot
Neil,
of-
for sure.
there's a lot of family resemblance, but because my father was around you, I guess it was personality things, and
Really looks like Neil so much.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What year? I mean, he must have been young in that picture.
he
Must
was
have
very
been,
young.
Well,
was-
World War. It was before the 40s, and he.
Well, my father
3
joined
years
at
old.
16,
So he was
and he was 3
born-
years. He was about
so
20,
He was born in
maybe
22.
20, yeah.
1922 is when he was born.
something like
His
that.
pop was
Yeah.
born in 25. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like Basically,
But anyway,
like
so
19 years old.
He looks 40.
I know.
You know what I mean? He carries himself with so much
does.
Well,
weight.
yeah,
That was a different generation.
Yeah,
it was a
you
different
had to, I
You
guess.
had to, but
I mean,
you know,
he does look like a 40-year-old man
Yeah.
for
he-
sure.
he
Just in
enlisted.
terms of his gravitas.
Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
I know.
And I think that was the old spirit that he
Yeah.
sensed in you. Anyway, so that was a big part of my childhood, knowing that there was a missing uncle that I never got to meet, and it waited on my grandmother and my grandfather only because of their faith. And my grandmother told me that if she didn't have God, she wouldn't have survived it,
Absolutely.
because for 5 years, her son
can't
and their
imagine
son and my dad's brother,
I
who was
know.
it? They were like you guys.
Of
They were
course.
very close.
I had one brief conversation with Pop about it at some point, and I
Uh-huh.
remember him telling me that in his mind he was on an island somewhere.
Yes.
And my grandmother hoped for that for so long
Yeah.
until they got that letter. And it cut deeply because
I can't
obviously he
imagine.
kept it.
Yeah, it's
You know,
crazy.
it was like that was the time that they had to finally let go and have a memorial. And it was very difficult. You know, my grandfather, which you never got to meet, was this jovial man who I really felt like he was such an ally, because I used to have nightmares and nobody really would pay attention except my grandfather.
Pop's father?
And
Meme's father passed when she was 16.
yes, but
But-
Pop's father died when I was 11. So I would call him on the phone and he would like talk me through it.
Mm.
Like, and it was so, and when he died, that was like the first person that I lost
Oof.
that I loved.
Yeah, it's tough. That's really tough.
What were phones like back then?
Dial up.
Rotary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So
I-
this
I-
is
I re-
like,
I re-
wow. So how old was he when he passed away? Pop's father.
He was in his 60s and he had very high blood pressure and he
We
had
all do.
I don't. No.
I do. Mine's
No,
out
not-
of control.
not like I mean, and but he had this easy chair and I remember him sitting there and he would talk. You know, he was just a really he was
What was
actually
his stature? Was he built like Pop? Was he lean or was he a bigger guy?
no, he's a bigger guy, but it was very funny.
Interesting.
He was an electrical engineer.
Okay.
And the summer before I went to college, I had a part-time job at ESB International, and it was the company that I didn't realize it, but he was vice president of that company, and I worked in the mail room. And when I went to take the mail up to the boss, my grandfather's picture was on the wall. And I walked in, I walked in to and I don't even remember the man, I just remember the big desk. And I walked in and I said, he asked me my name, and it was Donna Shaw. And I said, and that's my grandfather. And he said, that's your grandfather. And I became really good friends with this man. And he really wanted me, he wanted me to go to Drexel and be an engineer. But it was the summer before I was going to college, and I was already set to be a teacher, and I couldn't change my mindset. But I always wondered what would have happened if I had followed that route. You know, my father, because Albert, my father's brother, was an engineer. My father was an architect. He went the more artistic route. So when he dropped out of high school and he finished his high school equivalency before he left the Navy, and he came back home, and my Aunt Millie
Oh yeah.
fixed. Now,
Aunt Millie is your
my grandmother's
your
sister.
your-
Violet's sister.
Yes, Violet's sister.
Now I have Aunt Millie stories, but Aunt
Oh,
Millie
yeah.
was kind of like the renegade. She was like the progressive person. But I'm going to finish the story about.
She got married later in life, right?
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
To Al,
did.
right?
Al Mascarella, who was
Al
Al
Mascarella.
Martino's cousin.
Yeah, he drove a brown.
Oh boy.
All right, whatever. I
No,
don't
what
know.
did
Anyway,
he drive, Joe?
No.
Where
Nova,
were we?
a
Where were
brown
we?
Nova.
I got
A
off
rust brown
track.
Chevy Nova.
Yeah, cars. Here we go.
Never forget it.
Okay. Anyway, Aunt Millie was the one that actually fixed my mother and my father up. They were like kind of in love with each other from the time they were children.
That's so cool.
But Aunt Millie is the one that was the matchmaker.
That's awesome.
And my father told me that when, they started dating, he was working for the phone company and he was going to night school for college because it took him 7 years to finish
So basically,
college.
he was working
Day and night. Woo! Yeah, he was.
But what
Got
were you like as a kid, Mom?
Well, let me finish the romance story.
Yeah,
Why,
mom's
this-
on the romance story.
Okay, because I want to tell they had such a beautiful romance.
That's really cool.
So my father, he was not a talker. He was very dependable. He was very loving, but he didn't I wasn't like a daddy's girl. Like he made me exercise.
Mhm.
I had to do my schoolwork.
Wow.
I couldn't go. I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things that everybody else was allowed to do. But anyway,
He
my
was
dad,
very strict, right?
he was very strict.
yeah.
But that was okay. What's the matter?
Nothing. You're good. Just put this here.
Oh,
You're good.
was something
Good.
rumbling?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, anyway. But he told me that, I said, tell me about your courtship. And he said that originally he took my mother to see a movie. I forget the name of it. I have it in my notes, but it's about the mass something. And he proposed, and they were going to wait until he finished college, which was 7 years. And on the walk home, he said, Ed, we're not married. That was in like December. And he said, we're not waiting 7 years. We're getting married. And they got married in June. So they had a really, and it was this, they loved each other so much. And it was very evident. This is them right
Yeah,
here.
check it
Oh,
out.
yeah.
This is their.
Oh, yeah.
This is,
And my mom,
Gee whiz.
yeah, they were very in love.
You got it. Awesome. No, he's just making sure, man.
Like I remember when, they used to dance in the kitchen.
Oh,
my
yeah.
my
we watched
father,
them dance.
Yeah.
my father would scoop my mother up, and they always dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, they would squabble and things. And I remember this one time.
Well, they always squabbled. It was great.
it was Ed,
it was
her,
yeah.
and I remember one time they were having a
like
squabble.
Archie Bunker and Edith.
Yeah,
great.
but my mother would say something, and he said, "Don't say that to me, sister." And she said, "Don't talk to me that way, brother." And they just looked at each other and started to laugh.
Yeah.
And then they started to dance.
Yeah.
So that's what it was like.
yeah, Pop would always be like, "You're lucky you're so beautiful."
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
baby blues.
Yep,
That's
yep,
what he would say. 'Cause
yep.
you'd-
And when I was
Striking blue
growing up,
eyes.
if I was disrespectful, it wasn't "Don't talk to your mother like that." It was "Don't talk to my bride like that." So it was always like,
That's cool.
and that was their
Mm.
that was their relationship. That was his bride. He was the king, she was the queen, and that's the way it was. So when he lost my mom, that was
Yeah, of course.
yeah. What did you say?
What were you like as a kid? Were you like shy? Were you outgoing?
I have a picture of Mom as a kid.
Well, I know what you looked like.
Do you?
I'm asking you
Oh no,
what your personality type was like.
It's going to take me a while to scroll through the 20,000.
I was shy
photos,
for the most part,
Okay.
but I wasn't. I would sing, but I had to be forced into doing it. Like I started to sing when I was really little in the
Okay.
choir, and it wasn't until I got in high school that I really started to do that stuff. Only because, where did you get that?
Let
Let
me
me
see.
see that.
Oh, that is so funny,
Oh no, I can't.
No.
I guess we can't see
Andy.
that.
You and I, I have guns.
Wow.
Cowboy guns, and
Of
then
course, Andy has the picture of mom's holding up cowboy guns.
and then that's my mom in.
That
You don't
looks,
know what you're saying,
that
Matt.
looks like Charlie.
Wow.
Crazy.
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 All right, whatever. I guess you can't see it. Well,
Anyway, that's
try to-
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, that was at art school.
It's awesome.
But when I was in high school, they always had a school play, and my English teacher was Mr. Andrews, and he wanted me to audition for the play, and I didn't want to do it because and he said, if you don't do it, I'm going to flunk you, which he probably wouldn't have done in retrospect, but I did, and it was 2 for Broadway, and Bob Lentini and I were the leads. I was Taffy Ruffles.
Bob Lentini.
Yeah,
Love it.
and
Rabbit.
it was
Rabbit
a story
Lentini.
about these 2
Go by Bob.
kids that wound up on Broadway, and Mr. Andrews wrote the play.
That's so cool.
So that was like, someday I'll show you those pictures. It's kind of like, anyway, but yeah, so that's,
You remember any of the songs?
we danced to Wipeout, and I sang Honey Bun
I don't
in
know.
my
if I-
father's
How does Honey Bun go?
101 pounds of fun. It's from South Pacific.
Happy
That's
though.
Anyway,
Happy though. Have you seen South Pacific?
I remember my mom because I used to practice at home. I'm old. Leave
No,
it
I
alone.
love South Pacific. I'm saying that was a great
I'm
quote
going to
from
watch
Honeymoon in
that
Vegas.
man right out. Okay, anyway, that one.
Yes.
But yeah,
I'm going to watch that
It's
man
almost-
right
it's
out of
almost
my
a
head.
bit-
I'm
well,
going to
no.
watch that man right out of my head. I'm going to
I don't
watch
know,
that
all right,
man
okay.
right out of my head. Send him on his way. Anyway,
Send him on his way.
no, send him on his way. Boom.
Oh.
Anyway,
Send
but
him on
anyway,
his way.
so
Okay, all right.
my mom.
Wow, sorry.
I'm sorry.
You know, 85-year-old song. I'm sorry I didn't know the last note, Mom. Jesus.
But listen,
Lord.
my mom.
These guys don't even know that song.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
what
of course
she's
not.
singing.
Okay, you're gonna know it now
Not
because I'm
Bon
gonna
Iver.
sing
He
it
doesn't
later.
know anything. All right,
I
let's
love
go.
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver's the best, dude. Have you seen
I
him?
love Bon Iver.
There's a Coachella.
But listen,
Incredible.
I'm trying here.
Sorry, Mom. Go ahead.
Quiet.
Go
The
ahead.
I'm going to turn out the lights. That's what I do in school. They get too restless. I just turn out the lights.
You
don't
can
have
turn
to
out
say
the
anything.
highlights. Neil Diamond did it.
Okay.
Turn out the hot lights.
Oh.
I just heard that song on Yacht Rock Radio. It's unbelievable. What
Oh,
a
gosh.
song.
I'm gonna
Okay.
watch.
Wherever I go.
I'm gonna watch
You know?
South Pacific tonight.
Oh, you gotta watch, dude. You've never seen
It's a
it?
great.
Nice.
Bro, it's brilliant.
1958 it came out. No, I
Yes.
haven't seen it, but I'm gonna watch
No,
it
I haven't
tonight.
seen it either.
It was
Why
one
don't
of
you guys
my.
watch it together?
It was
You
one
watch
of.
South Pacific together.
Yeah, you guys could be like my two sisters and
Cut to
watch.
us. I'm
South
going to
Pacific.
watch that.
Send him on his way.
She was right.
She
I'm
was
gonna
right.
chase that man. Anyway, but there was a song I had to sing, Honey Bun.
How did that go?
I'm not going to sing it right now, but there was a really high note, and I practiced at home, and my mother was so nervous.
Oh my
she was
God,
so
that's
nervous,
awesome.
and she was on the second row. I'll never forget this. And she was like this, and when I hit the note, I looked at her, and she went, oh, like it was like
That's awesome.
those moments.
I
you
can
know?
see meme, of
Me,
course.
oh, meme
was-
meme pastor worry unto me.
Yeah, she was a worrywart.
My mom actually worried herself to death because she worried so much that she got a stomach ulcer. And
I have a stomach
no,
ulcer.
No.
But she didn't know it. And then when I was in college, she
It
nearly
ruptured,
died.
right?
She
It
nearly
ruptured, right?
died. She nearly bled to death, and she had a blood transfusion.
And in the blood transfusion.
And in the blood transfusion, she got hepatitis C.
Because they weren't screening for it.
They
back
weren't
then.
screening for it. Thank God she didn't get anything worse at that time.
There's a
because it
cure
could've-
for it right now.
Yeah, but it didn't manifest until she was 76. And at 80, she died.
Isn't that
And it was
wild?
a time that it was,
Isn't that crazy?
At that time, I'm going back to where you were before with that time in your life. What was like the type of music you were listening to? Like, what was the cultural thing that you were into or thinking?
Connie
of?
Francis. I would
Well,
blare
She was a
Connie
big JFK
Francis.
nut.
Oh yeah. Do
You
you
like
want to hear my
JFK?
JFK story? Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So if only things were
Ask not what you.
ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Yes, Mom said that to me 150 times.
Because I would listen to his album. But
Wait, who? What? Who's
John
that?
F. Kennedy.
Did he sing?
You never saw it?
No,
You,
he
you
was-
never heard his record, John F. Kennedy and the Beaters?
No.
was amazing.
It was a spoken.
What? No. Well, he wasn't singing. It was a speaking record, Andy.
But
You're so
politically,
uninformed.
you know,
really
my
are.
family was conservative. It was Nixon versus Kennedy. But I loved Kennedy.
Mm.
And
against Nixon, it's pretty easy to do, you know. Nixon
No, but
was
listen,
like a Muppet.
so-
Like, I'm not a rock. You know, it's like, I'm going to go with the good-looking guy. I think I'm going to go with that guy because this guy's literally
I
nuts.
I had no idea.
yeah.
I had no idea of the strife. There was no
Yeah.
politics was honorable. You know, there
Right.
was the Republicans and the
Well,
Democrats.
there was also, yes, it was very, what I loved about that time is that there were disagreements, obviously, two-party system, which has been great.
Well,
But
we operated on
it-
checks and balances, right?
Yes, and it was
But there were-
respectful. The
yeah.
discourse
So
was
we thought.
respectful. The discourse was respectful.
very respectful.
Unlike now.
but
Or there was just a good veil.
my father found out.
Shut up, Andy.
You'll
You
get
just
your,
worked that word in there, Jared. Maybe they were involved
a
in
bell?
haberdashery events. Andy.
Is there a bell I can ring here?
I wish.
Okay.
Ring Joe's bell.
Yeah.
Boing. My father found out that John F. Kennedy was going to be in Mayfair, that he was campaigning. And he knew, even though he wasn't going to vote for JFK, if I were grown, I would have voted for JFK. And it was completely accepted. And he took me
How cool is
to Frankfurt Avenue, and he made sure that I got to JFK leaned over and touched my hand.
Can you believe this?
It changed my life. I had a JFK collection, and this is very hard for me, but I actually wrote letters and had 2 signed letters from John F. Kennedy that disappeared on that moving truck.
Oh,
So if
gosh.
there's anyone out there that has Dear Donna, I invited him to the school to hear our band play. What was I thinking? But I did. My mom and I dressed. She made us coats for Easter and matching pillbox hats. I have a picture upstairs because she too. Once, I'll never forget. I went to bed. It was election night. And I said, he's going to win. He's going to win. And my dad said, maybe he's not going to win, but it's okay. You know, you could still like him. At the breakfast table, my father was there. I'll never forget it. I had my Rice Krispies and my banana, which I'm still addicted to. And he said, baby, how did you know? I said, he won, didn't he? And he won.
Yeah.
And
Incredible.
the day he was shot,
Oh, God.
I was in the schoolyard.
What a mess.
What a mess.
They came down, they told us, and I don't want to be gross, I vomited.
I'm sure.
I vomited. I was so
what a visceral moment.
like
Horrible.
it was the worst thing ever. And the funeral and the drones and the casket going by, it was such a dark time.
Oh, I know.
And my
Yeah, that
mom,
was-
you
all
know,
the mystery behind it too.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just what the heck happened there? That was just.
you know, my mom shared the love for Jacqueline Kennedy. And I remember being in Ocean City and
Ocean City,
New Jersey,
Yeah. the
and
best.
their baby died, Patrick, and we sat on the porch and we cried together because it was like such a personal loss,
Yeah.
you know? So those were like really, really special times.
60s, baby.
Yeah, the 60s.
Crazy.
Okay, Matt, you have more questions for me?
Sure, I got lots of questions. for
Okay,
you.
go for it.
Well,
'cause
let's
you
just
never,
choose
you
wisely,
never ask me
right?
questions.
Choose wisely.
Go ahead, Andy.
Well, I was going to say, I back to circling when Pop, Harry Shaw, was an architect. Didn't he have something to do with the blimp or hot air
No,
balloon?
your great grandfather,
Oh yeah, good recall.
your
Andy.
your great grandfather,
Albert.
I don't know, his name was Henry. It would have been
Oh.
your grandfather, Albert's
Okay.
father, Henry.
Got it.
Great.
He was an engineer as well.
Great
He helped
grandfather.
to design the first Zeppelin,
That's right.
the very first, which was pre-1900.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
The
Pop-
Zeppelin was the blimp.
It was a
The
blimp.
blimp. He
He's
was one of the
main-
original
main- not the
designers.
group. Designers
Led
of-
Zeppelin.
I know. That's
Just
where
a
I
few
went
years
to.
Wait a
later.
minute.
Few years
He
later, that happened.
discovered Led Zeppelin?
Oh my God! Just a few years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
So there were
band
generational
formed.
engineers, different kind of, but that was in.
Isn't that
in-
incredible?
yeah. So yeah, he did. Of course, I
Crazy,
never got
right?
to meet him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop was such an amazing artist.
He was a gifted artist.
He made wood sculptures, and I have a bunch of them.
Henry. It's a cool name.
And you know-
Henry Ford.
Back in the day, before computers, I mean, Pop, everything was done by hand, and he would in our basement, he had his drawing board, and he would always like build the models of the buildings before, they built them.
Hey,
He would do the renderings.
Jim
and,
knows all about that.
Do you know all about that? So,
I worked for 5 years building architectural models.
You should
Oh,
see.
you did?
You got to see some of them.
oh,
things
that's
that
amazing.
Jim
But
has
that,
built.
You took me to his office too, Mom.
oh yeah.
I went and saw his drawing boards. It was
Yeah.
And then
incredible.
Meme had worked at an office, right? Didn't she?
Meme
worked
was
as an
the
accountant.
book-
Yeah.
She was a bookkeeper.
Mr. B, right?
For Mr. B. She
Mr.
was
B.
an accountant for Mr. B.
I remember that place so
Remember that
well.
place?
The thing is, when
Sidewalks.
you first started in
We
in
still
the
have
business,
sidewalks, Joe.
No,
No,
when
but
you
it was
were-
like the sidewalks outside. And there were a lot of acorns on them.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But when we first started in the business, I had to take you to New York a lot by myself. And Maddie was a baby. And
Yeah.
after I got jumped and thrown in a trash can,
Yeah.
I was afraid because
Yeah.
I couldn't protect him.
Right.
So I would
So she
take.
put me on the train.
No, I didn't.
Sent
I
him-
would take
sent him
him.
around
So
the
you did
tri-state
South
area.
Philly to a
No,
little
but we
accounting
where were
place.
you? Did we take the bus?
No, I would drive you to Mimi's office
Yes.
and take you there, and Mimi
And the Cimarron,
would take
bro.
care of
Cadillac
you.
Cimarron.
Would take care of you,
Mm.
and then because she would take you to her home
On the bus.
on the bus,
That's
and then
where
I
the
would,
bus
Yes.
comes in.
and then I would come and pick
'Cause
you
I
up.
remember taking these bus rides like all the time.
Yeah.
But she
You sent you on
but
the bus alone a lot.
originally.
Yeah, and I remember that.
Which-
too.
I mean,
which-
you
originally
kept
she
coming
was-
home. So.
Originally, she was very nervous.
Hoping one of them would drop you off somewhere.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Which was it? Which house of Meme and Pop's had the white kitchen table, and was it orange?
Yeah, it was
Carpet?
Lansing Street in Philly.
Lansing Street.
Yeah.
Remember when they used to have the little? I remember the real candles that they used to put in the windows at the holidays and
Yes.
stuff.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
That
I
was
remember the wreath that Pop would put up with the clear fishing line
Yeah.
on top of the big mirror. Remember that? That was
Can you-
I remember that house so vividly.
we had every Christmas
Yeah.
there. And
I love the wreath behind the
grew up
glass
there.
door with the old fashioned lights. Remember, it was the double door, the glass
Yeah,
door, and then
yeah.
the door.
Well,
know?
do you?
Because
When,
that was the weather, right? Because
Yeah.
that was very
It's awesome.
common on the East Coast. Because
It's awesome.
you'd
when
have
I
like a,
What was the address? Lansing Street. It was
3502.
3502.
Yeah. So we don't really give details, but that's okay. You just
Doesn't
did.
matter. Who cares?
But anyway,
It's going to
so
track us from
No one.
I'm
30
paranoid.
years ago, longer
Oh,
than that.
way longer
Yeah,
than
50
that, buddy.
years ago.
But I was born in that house.
3380964?
Yeah. Isn't that 815?
215.
Yes.
3380964
Mhm.
was Meme and Pop's number.
Yeah.
For sure. I rember it. Yeah, 'cause I called it so many
But
times.
do you remember
Yeah.
Christmases with the
Yeah.
kids' table? Because my mother,
Oh,
there
yeah.
was the adults, and it was not a big house, but
No.
I don't know how my mother did that, and I try to keep that going. But she cooked
my
everything.
God.
Oh, my God.
everything.
She's unbelievable.
That was
Everything.
unbelievable.
But-
yeah.
She was always worried something was not going to be good.
Is it okay?
I-
I cooked. Ed, it's brilliant. You killed it. Everybody loves it.
I
Right?
know.
Remember that? I
Yeah.
overcooked the corn. You didn't. This corn is perfect.
Yeah.
No,
You know what I
every
mean?
Christmas.
Will you tell her it's perfect? It's perfect, Meme. I don't know. You know?
That was my
exactly
mom.
Ah, it'll never be right. She'll never be. She'll never. It's fine. We're eating it. It's great. Look at these rolls. They're perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was incredible.
so
But my
true.
mom made everything:
I know.
pies,
Everything.
It was
cookies,
incredible.
and my
her
dad.
custard pies, bro.
Oh,
I miss those. That and the rice pudding.
yeah.
I crave to this day.
I miss everything.
Yeah.
All of it was so delicious.
And we had everybody there.
Yep.
Cousins, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It
Tommy
was-
and Jimmy and Heidi and
It was
Jody
an amazing
and
time, guys.
Right.
We
And-
had
I
we
know.
had
That's
Jennifer
pretty.
and
You didn't
Steven.
realize
like
how.
those were really rare moments too.
Yeah.
Like rare. I mean, very few families are able to get that kind of. I mean, look, we've never been able to recreate it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's wow, that was rare,
we
man.
pretty much do it on Christmas.
I mean, we do, but not like.
we don't have everybody because
No.
everybody lives all over
That's
the
what I'm
country.
saying. It was really, really rare to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But
you
it was
know?
now you died.
Awesome.
I mean, you didn't die. My grandmother died. You didn't die. No.
Mom, I have issues with that.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
Is this a premonition?
Joe's
I
actually
have-
just a
I am
ghost.
going to be 50. Is this a premonition? What's happening?
No, but I have this one.
I had a lot of
photograph.
pressure on me.
I have this one
I feel
photograph.
pretty stressed.
I have this one
Oh,
photograph
Joe.
of.
God.
Joe's actually
You-
AI now. We've really.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Okay, Mom.
No.
I'm sorry, Joe.
It's okay.
So you died.
My grandmother.
Gotta be the best
Shut up.
segue
Let
ever
her
on
talk.
this podcast.
You know, back when you were alive, Joe.
I don't know what's causing it. The phlegm, I can't.
Oh
get rid of it.
God.
You never got to
my
know my
Lord.
grandmother,
No, I never did.
but you were.
Yeah, that's
she
something else,
died when
man.
you were just a year old.
Okay.
So-
Mimi's mom.
Mimi's mom. And there's a picture of her with great grandmom Violet and great grandmom Edna. And Edna was, didn't have a happy smile. And you said, she looks like a grump. And I said, she wasn't a grump. She just had a sad life.
Yeah.
But she was there and she loved
Kids
the
say
fact
the
that she
darndest
was
things, don't they?
a great.
Who's that? She's a grumpy old woman.
No, he never said that. He said that when I
How-
showed him the
How
picture.
old?
Yeah.
She must have been.
70, I think she was in her 70s. Yeah. But she had diabetes and she died.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did she have diabetes from? She wasn't overweight, right? I guess it doesn't have to matter. I guess diabetes isn't
No,
about that
no.
anymore.
No.
Yeah. So
No.
I mean, if you're
Because Aunt
if-
Dottie had
if
it.
you're overweight, it
too,
can.
but
It
my
can
mother didn't.
right.
My
right.
mother didn't. So
Interesting.
it's in the genes, but not your genes and not yours and not yours. So don't worry, guys.
Well,
All right. All right. Let's go.
It could be okay. Are we done here? No.
No,
I'm just Bob with
Mom,
the
we're
go.
only at 48
Yeah, we
minutes.
got
We have
another-
another 248
I've
minutes
got
left.
about-
No.
I have
No,
248
we got
hours.
another. No, we
Okay.
got another little. We have a little bit more time to go, Mom. A little bit more
No,
time.
that's
to
Just
go.
fine.
reminiscing. Your parents, my grandparents were just such a huge part. Of
Well,
our,
they
of our
actually
lives.
sold their house and moved here.
Yeah.
yeah. That was
When my life fell apart,
huge.
they came to the rescue. So
Incredible.
it was.
Meme and Pop were.
I don't even. I
Great.
I-
Meme and Pop were
Unbelievable.
literally.
Great.
I mean, honestly, it just doesn't get any better for
No.
grandparents.
Where were they? This is one thing.
I mean, it just doesn't.
no, it doesn't. Where were they staying when we went to Rancho?
Hesby.
in Hesby.
Hesby.
They lived in Hesby for 11 years.
Yeah.
I know, but
They stayed
They would
in
come out and stay
Rancho
with
for
us.
1 year.
Yeah.
They
right?
stayed in Rancho for a year
Yeah, I remember
because
that.
it was after the earthquake,
Yeah.
and
They were in the
We
guest
had
suite.
Yes,
we had to get
remember
Hesby
them in
Street
there.
fixed,
Yep. Pop
So-
would sit out on the geezer deck,
the geezer deck, and
which he coined the geezer deck.
I know.
Geezer deck.
yeah,
Yep.
He loved that deck.
Loved
in
the deck.
Oh my god.
He
Jack
Deck
would,
was-
Jack would lay underneath it.
yeah,
Deck
and
was
Cody
Pretty great.
came along.
Cody,
and
yeah, but Jack
know.
would hide underneath that geezer deck.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
Pop was in heaven, and so was Mimi.
Yeah.
They-
Old sunny
Every
California.
time because
I remember them singing it. California, here
They
I
did,
come.
and my father loved the Mamas and the Papas.
Yes, it's his
He
favorite.
loved
California dreaming.
He stopped. That's what he said. He stopped listening to
That was the last
anything
popular
new.
last
music.
pop music he listened to.
He was a funny
But
guy,
think about
man.
it. Wait,
Pop
think
was
about it.
hilarious.
Oh, my
Mamas and the
God.
Papas were mid-60s. So you're talking that Pop was in his 40s. And that's the last bit of popular music that he could relate to, he said. And you know what? I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yacht
some of the
rock.
music of today. No, I appreciate some of the
Kenny
music of today.
Loggins, Michael
But I
McDonald.
see even myself, like I'm hearing this popular music and less of it am I finding enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know,
I can still find a
I'm
song
not
or two that I
100%
like.
sure, but I think Charlie
but-
Puth has a song with Kenny Loggins and Michael
He
McDonald.
does.
That he just did.
Charlie
Oh,
Puth
wow,
has a
that
song
must
with
be
He does. He
amazing.
did it. He did a Yacht Rock, a new one,
Yeah,
and wrote it with them.
yeah.
Wow.
Charlie Puth I like.
Yeah, he's cool.
That's
Yep.
the last. You're like, that's the last.
You know, I
The
don't
last new artist I'm going to be a fan of.
I-
He's my
Charlie Puth.
mamas and papas.
know. I don't
Charlie,
think
you're my mamas and my papas. What?
I don't think Pop would sing in the shower at Rancho, but I grew up with Pop singing in the shower, and he could sing. He would
Really?
sing Mario Lanza, and he would sing Frank Sinatra because he loved Frank Sinatra.
But he wasn't a huge Frank Sinatra fan. I remember
He
'cause
actually-
Frank was a
He was.
was a
He
was
was
a
a draft
war- was a
dodger,
draft
but he
dodger.
loved
He
him.
didn't like him because of the draft, but he met him. So, and I met him.
He told me a story once that people would.
He
when-
preferred Perry Como only because
yeah.
he wasn't
He
a
wasn't-
draft dodger.
He was a drafter, but
he does have a good
Pop said that
voice.
at one point
That's
Frank,
funny.
I think it was Pop that told me this, but when he saw him live before he was well known as Frank Sinatra, and people would try to throw pennies in his mouth up on stage
Oh wow!
because when he would hit the notes, like hecklers in the crowd would try to throw coins in Frank
Wow.
Sinatra's mouth.
Wow.
Yeah,
but
Crazy.
my father and Frank Sinatra had a smoke together.
yeah,
Now, Pop was a smoker
I know.
until
Yeah,
I got pregnant with you.
me, yeah.
And this is the true story. And because I had difficult births, the doctor said that I'd have to have someone prepared to give me blood. And that I said, my dad, it will be my dad because he, and he stopped smoking cold.
Yep.
And never
Cool, after 50 years.
and never had a cigarette again
Yep. Light switch.
because he
Isn't that
Flip the light
crazy?
switch.
Actually, it's a
and
good
you're
thing.
done.
Go around all of our
the
birth
rings?
stories.
Remember the rings that he would blow in the
Oh, yeah,
in
he
the
was
dining
great at
room?
'em.
So in Rev
Oh,
Road,
yeah.
he would smoke the brown the
the
long
stogies.
the long brown cigarettes. They
Yeah.
were thin brown cigarettes. I forget the name of them.
Yeah.
And he would blow me. He'd go check this out. He would smoke it and he would go
Oh,
and
yeah.
blow perfect
Oh, yeah.
smoke rings. And I remember I would watch them go all the way up to the recessed lighting.
Yep.
And then when the cigarette got to be about this big, because they were long, they were
They're
like this
long, yeah.
long, the extra long. So when he got to be this big, he'd go, Joey, check this out. And he'd have it and he'd go like this.
And you flip it.
Yeah, yeah.
Lit.
I don't
Yeah.
remember him doing
And pull
that.
it back
but
out.
I remember
Still
him,
lit.
Because he didn't smoke when you were
but I remember
around.
him doing that with toothpicks.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he didn't.
Well,
Once,
Not quite the same trick.
yeah.
It's not quite as cool, bro.
I used to be able to do that trick.
Oh, gosh.
So go around to our birthing stories. How you birthed us all.
Really?
What?
I think I've done that, but okay.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, Matt.
I'll quickly.
Mom's been on the pod
She's
before.
never told me this.
Well, we don't, you know.
I almost
Because-
died, but I changed the world.
No,
You were just normal.
I'm
and
gonna tell
Andy
you the
just, I
birth
don't know.
story.
I almost
Okay.
killed her.
That's it. Yeah.
I had total of 3 miscarriages. The first time, and then I got pregnant with you.
Okay.
And I remember my mom being really, really nervous.
Yeah.
But it all worked out.
By the way, her mother, our grandmother Mimi, was my age right now when I was born.
Oh,
The age I am
my
right now.
God.
Yeah. 40,
Anyway.
49.
So
No
the
joke.
problem is that I should have had a C-section with you,
Yeah, because you're very little.
and I
You're a
didn't.
very little
You're a
person.
very little tiny person.
Well,
Mom's petite but powerful. She's
yeah.
Mighty but fierce.
yeah, strong and mighty.
she's 5 foot.
Anyway.
That's what Shakespeare said.
Anyway,
Mighty but fierce.
Tiny but fierce.
okay.
That's the
But the
same
problem-
thing.
You're right.
The problem
You're right, Matt.
was you were posterior transverse, which means you were cross. I couldn't.
That's how I
get you-
roll.
36 hours later, they just
I'm a posterior guy. I can't help it. I roll. that way.
36 hours later,
It's my move.
I had high forceps delivery.
I know. I can't even.
I
I,
would-
still have the scars. My
He-
forceps scars
he
are
had
right
a
here.
forceps
You can see
here
them close up.
and
Yeah.
a forcep here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cord was around your neck twice, and you were blue.
It's
And
almost
you
like
did
sounds
not
like a
cry.
Jim Carrey movie.
Thanks.
It's
No, but
delivery.
Yeah, I know.
A
Something
Jim
out of-
Carrey.
Hopefully
movie.
Ace
not-
Ventura. Was
Hopefully
he,
not the Jim
when he,
Carrey
like,
impersonator
wrapped
that
around
was
the
showing
neck
up
or something
everywhere.
like when he does all that big comedy humor.
I
Yeah.
don't remember
You
any
know,
of that.
it's a
Yeah,
moment
didn't he
you don't
birth something?
forget.
He came out of a
Oh,
remember
that's
he
what it
climbed into the rhino.
It was a rhino in Ace Ventura 2, and that rhino is
Yeah.
actually up for auction right now.
Isn't that true? Yeah, it is.
Oh,
We'll put a link
well,
to
you
it.
Not the
were a
real one.
rhino.
Yeah.
The
The birth
animatronic
was-
rhino that he came
yeah.
out of.
Yeah, not
Okay.
the real.
He didn't come out of a real rhino. He came out of an animatronic rhino.
But that
in the movie.
actual
Yeah.
animatronic rhino is
Yes,
for
up
sale.
is up for,
for auction.
I
auction.
know. Yeah.
Go ahead,
Auction?
Mom.
Anyway,
Auction.
so you were blue, and I just remember talking to God and saying, "Please, please." And you cried, and that was it. But
Didn't stop crying.
no.
No,
That
for
was
49
like
years he's
Cried
been a
like a little
crybaby.
it was. They,
I
you
was
know,
a baby.
Joey.
What?
They had a picture of you in the hospital, nicknamed Rocky, because
I
from
saw
that
that picture. It's quite amazing.
from that moment you have had to fight your way through.
Yep.
However,
Was that after the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I
no,
don't know.
idiot. It was
Anyway.
after Rocky,
Rocky
Sylvester
Balboa.
Stallone, you moron.
so
Not Tim Curry. How dare
we
you?
all know-
Shame on you.
Hello.
Shame on
How
you.
dare you,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah, shame on you.
not that
Anyway,
you, sir.
can you imagine that they? Mom told me this. I mean, they went in blind with these jowls of life and just.
It was
I mean, they got
pure-
me literally a millimeter from my eye.
Div-
divine that you are fine.
Otherwise, I
you're
would have looked like
brilliant.
Sloth from Goonies. I was this close,
I was
guys.
going to say a pirate with a patch.
No,
but-
Sloth
It was-
from Goonies. Instead, I came out okay, and I was able to pave the way for you two idiots.
Okay, so you did. Okay, so I
Way it
could go
works,
on and on
fellas.
and on, but I'm going to stop there.
Your shoulders
Maddie?
are a lot of weight, but
Maddie?
that's all right.
Your shirt is very,
I'm trying to
very
tell
fitting.
Maddie's
Well, I am a
story now.
champion.
There you go, poor Maddie. I'm trying to tell the story.
Oh, sorry, Mom. Go ahead.
It's
okay.
underwhelming, but tell
It's
it.
not underwhelming. Maddie was this. Okay, I went into labor.
And he popped
Yeah.
out. There you go.
Different doctor.
Yeah.
I walked out of the house. I fell down.
I
It
got
was ice.
the good doctor.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm gonna tell
Actually,
the
it got
story.
worse.
Oh, no. Then you showed me a mirror this whole time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story
I
of my
literally
life. The
look
three
like
cackling idiots all surround
You
me.
actually did look like Sloth. Oh my God! No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Why was
Okay.
his doctor worse than my doctor?
I'm
That
gonna
must- that
tell
must
why.
Destroyed your body.
So, well,
All right.
I walked out of the. We were living in an apartment because we were building the house in Meadowbrook.
That's right. Second story.
My
apartment.
water broke in the car, and you
Yeah.
had to run in and get your father and say,
Remember.
"The water's broken."
Yep.
He didn't know what he's anyway. But
Water. Call the
So-
DWP.
Yeah,
What?
All right, I get a plumber.
so I went into labor.
Goes in the yellow pages. Rotor,
Ah.
rotor. This'll work.
Yes. God, these plumbers are hard to find.
Oh, no, a good plumber is so hard to find.
She's in the car. Oh my
Patience. I have a lot of patience. Anyway, it's one of the fruit of the spirit. Patience, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness,
Ma,
gentleness,
meatloaf.
faithfulness, and
yeah,
self-control.
I have to
right?
sneeze. You told me I look up at a bright light and say cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe, yeah.
Cantaloupe.
Anyway, Maddie,
Worked.
Yes.
Wow. How about that?
in the
wisdom?
delivery room,
Mm-hmm.
there was a discussion going on, blah, 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 not related to what was happening to me.
Okay.
What was the discussion?
I don't know.
It
Whatever.
was
Wasn't
an
going on.
insurance discussion.
Wasn't going on happening to
I
you.
picked up a little pan, which you used to vomit in, and I threw it at the doctor because I was in labor. I knew the same thing was happening. I had a
What?
picture of you,
You
with
threw
me.
a bedpan at a doctor?
I
Yes.
did. It wasn't.
Wasn't
there was nothing.
soiled.
There wasn't anything.
It wasn't
in
a
it.
soiled bed.
I
It
brought
was
a picture
empty. She used
of-
it as a weapon.
Listen, I did.
Everybody
an
does
absolute
that.
weapon.
Let her speak.
I had a picture of you,
Uh-huh.
and I said, if this happens to this baby, look out. Okay. 2 minutes later, I had an X-ray, and 30 minutes later, I had a C-section. You were perfect.
Of course.
See, I was
You
just
were
going to say, you showed
beautiful.
that picture to the doctor of that other baby.
That horrific looking.
You said, I need one that's perfect this time.
And it's a picture of Sloth from Goonies.
But you know,
Wait a minute.
Maddie,
This is not a baby. It was
Maddie.
my baby, you bastard.
Maddie,
Oh,
it was
God.
serene. It was calm. And you slept in my, they do and they gave you to me for 3 hours. You were, of course, you nursed most of the 3 hours,
Mhm.
but it was so much
course.
different.
I
It was
paved the
so
way
much
again.
different.
I had to bore my way into this world through
Yes,
the
you did.
thickets of the jungle. And
Rest-
Matt was just, he was in the captain's
Did you ever
quarters.
see Joe's baby picture?
You're so
are
mean.
literally the worst.
You know what, Joey?
Little baby
even
Joey.
Even with your cuts, you were gorgeous.
Thanks, I appreciate it,
You were
Mom.
gorgeous.
And that's a mother. Even with my cuts, I was gorgeous.
you were gorgeous and precious and wonderful.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Maddie was just like
I
for
know.
3 hours. But
Yeah.
Andy,
Spoiled.
I had a problem because
Yeah.
I
There he
Andy
is.
was just such a drain on your system, Mom.
There he is with his little teddy.
no.
Yeah, that gets a
I love
great.
that guy, George.
Just kidding.
I
had
Andy. I remember Andy Beach being such a drain on you. You were like bedridden for the last
Didn't you
Well,
gain-
my-
months.
Or we gotta
I
find
gained-
that. Where's that picture of you?
I have it. I gained 80 pounds. I had
80
a very
pounds. Mom
No,
only
wait.
weighs. Let me put that in perspective for everybody out there. Our mother weighs like 110 because she's 5
Max.
feet tall. Yeah. Yeah.
She's 5'1", Joe.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
5'2". Anyway, so
There is no way. 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hang on the bar outside,
Yeah, I
hoping
know.
to
We
stretch.
all do.
Because you shrink as you get older.
I know, you
So I'm
can't
trying
let
to
that happen.
stretch it
I
out.
love Mom so much, but I've always had Jeeps and stuff that are like not the most comfortable cars.
Yeah,
to
you
get.
can't get 'em.
And my mom now she like takes she puts your face like, is my foot on the ground? Is my foot on the ground? I'm like, not yet, Mom. You don't feel it. How about now? Is it down there? I'm
It's
like,
so
"Nah."
hard to get out of.
Don't
Did-
push her
did
up
some-
into one, that's for sure.
Did somebody tell you it's like heights? Don't look down.
Yeah,
This is
she won't look down. She's her little toes
Where
like
is it?
stretched
Just tell me
out.
my foot is on the ground. Well, I think you'll feel it.
Yeah, like I think you'll know.
You know when your foot doesn't go down anymore? I don't want to
It's high.
shock you, but that's the ground.
But you understand, I don't want to break a hip. It doesn't
I get
bode
it.
well for
I get it.
folks in my family when they break hips.
That's true.
It's true. We're gonna put you
My
in a
grandmother and my dad
I
both,
know.
both died
They
from
never got
broken
in the
hips.
hospital.
You know
I
they
know.
have a belt now,
yeah.
and we're gonna
No,
get
this
it
is
for
true.
you.
It's like it
That
blows
when
up.
you start to fall, it blows up in this huge ring
airbag.
and prevents your
I'm
hip
not
from
there
cracking.
yet,
I'm also going to
guys.
get you a bubble. It's going to be Mom in the bubble.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Bubble
Anyway.
mom.
I had 2 miscarriages after you, Matt.
Okay.
Very hard. One was late. It was bad. And then, of course, with Andy, like, I wasn't, and they told me he wasn't going to be born. And I said, yes, he is. I had to go to bed. It was like I fought
Yep.
through it.
If
He
is
fought
born,
through
he's
it.
gonna be a freak.
And
Mom was laying there.
He came out and we've
Andy
been proven
was-
correct for 38 years.
come on, guys. I know you wanted a puppy,
God.
but let's face it, he was. I have
Savior of the family.
memories of this
I'll
little
never forget
precious
what she did to us. She took us
baby
to Chung
boy.
King, our favorite Chinese
I
restaurant
said-
full of MSG in 1987. We all
I
got
did.
headaches every
I
time we ate
remember
at this place.
True.
Every time we ate
That
at
funny?
Chung King,
Oh,
we
it's so
felt like yeah.
20 minutes later.
Oh,
Lord.
MSG
Who
Central.
knew? That's
Chung
terrible.
King with those orange boos.
Oh.
Remember that? And the almond cookies
Oh,
that
yeah.
were
Oh, they were
pure
so-
chemicals. They were so good.
Who knew?
And
They
were
the
so
fortune
good.
cookies that were literally, I think they were only canola oil. There was nothing else in
You
it.
know
The
what?
only ingredient.
Speaking of,
And
I got
we opened up our fortunes.
I know.
And we said, wow, it's going to be our lucky day or something. My mom was like, it is lucky because we got some great news. And you're like, we're getting a dog.
Yeah.
Woo! No. And mom and dad were like, you're getting a brother. We were like, what?
No, you didn't.
Bastard, no! Terrible idea. Terrible idea.
That was not your reaction at all. You went, what?
Yeah.
It was really hard for you to
You
comprehend.
guys. What? like, wait a minute. You two made a baby? Oh my
God.
God.
Yeah.
Once I realized that, once I knew about sex, I asked Pop about sex. Not to go back, I
You
said, Pop.
called my father.
Yeah, I did. I said,
I
hey,
made
Pop.
you read the book.
I said, Pop, what did you and
No,
me-"
you
Oh my
called
God.
Mimi first.
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
I
You know
did.
what Pop says though? Because he said
Yeah,
it. For
of
you.
course
yeah.
he said it to
Yeah.
all of us.
Is it? Yeah.
all of
All
Yes,
of
he
us.
said, nope, Joe, I hate to disappoint you, but I've only had sex twice in my life.
Yep.
Bumped into your grandmother in the hallway once, and your Uncle Al was conceived. And 3 years later, I bumped into her in the hallway again, and your mother was conceived.
Let
And
me
that's
tell
it.
you.
I've not touched her since, and I won't touch her again.
Let me tell
He
no,
was like
no.
doing Jerry Stiller
wait.
before Jerry Stiller.
Wait.
I remember.
That was the joke between my brother and I when we were growing up.
Oh, that's funny.
When the bedroom door was closed,
Oh, yeah.
and it was regularly closed.
And the
quite
captain's
honestly.
hat was on the door now.
No, we knew
Wow.
what was going on.
Wow.
Now, you want to hear how I was
Stressed,
told?
Ed. Stressed. Close the door.
Oh wait, he never said sex. He was like, "No, I never had sex. I bumped into your grass."
Yes, he did.
But you said
well, when I was older, he told me
you
that.
said I only had sex twice, but no, he never said that. The funny part about it was he's like, "No, I never had sex with your grandmother.
Yeah.
I bumped into her. I bumped into her in the hallway. I had your mother.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
it.
what?
That's it.
But he was no. You know what he told me about it? Fly right.
Mhm.
That was the
Keep
advice.
two legs in one stocking.
Do you
Don.
know that was my mother said, Donna, keep both legs in one stocking.
Keep both legs in one stocking.
Hmm.
It's going to be
And I
uncomfortable.
pretty much
But I'll do it.
How do you get around?
Back to my
I'm
birth.
hopping.
Okay, your birth baby. it was traumatic, but every second was worth it. And you know,
Mom coded.
everyone says
She left her body and basically saw herself
Oh, yeah.
laying there lifeless,
I did.
and this anvil of a child sitting next to her.
He cried.
This cinder block. You look like one of the
15 pounds, 8 ounces.
Yeah, you know the scene in the Disney animated film Hunchback of Notre Dame. Those gargoyles that sit on top. I think Jason Alexander played one of them. That's Andy.
Andy, you
He
know
was
what?
that
You
shape.
take a lot of abuse.
Oh my
You
God,
do
he
a
takes
lot of
no
crap.
abuse.
Oh, please.
What
He
doesn't-
takes no abuse. We let him get away with haberdashery for 12 times,
what
and I don't
doesn't-
say anything.
Say it again.
What
Ann.
doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
That's right.
Mom.
It does. It does. It
Just
absolutely
like
makes you
this
stronger.
purple glass.
But can you imagine not having Andy?
No, I
No.
can't.
No. Why would I ever want to imagine
I know, but
that?
people would say,
How you doing there,
people would
Maddie?
say, "Didn't you want a girl?" And I said, "No, I wanted a baby."
I had a,
I didn't say much.
I had a strange sense of humor.
I was
you
like,
did.
Woo! What would
What
we
about
do without
that,
the digital pictures that Andy did with his
Oh, my
rudimentary
gosh.
computer
one day
programs?
I'm going to show that artwork.
How are we not
No,
showing
Mom,
it yet?
we're not showing any of that artwork.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
we are because it's accurate.
And
You
I
got a
can,
potato. I'm basically king.
Just
I'm
testicles.
most proud of mine.
Joe was always just testicles, and Matt had some weird misshapen. I was picking. I had to give it back
We
to them.
taught Andy. We
somehow.
potty
You
trained
did.
Andy.
I have them on my phone.
We potty trained Andy. So
Yeah, we potty
We were
trained
always
him.
taking him to the bathroom with us to
And
teach
you know
him how
what?
to pee.
He was
Yeah.
like out of diapers by
Yeah.
slightly over a year. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
miraculous.
Yeah, he knew.
I didn't
He
have
knew.
to do anything.
No.
He would,
We potty
I
trained
had
him well.
pull-ups just in
They would
case.
beat
Yeah.
me with a belt.
No,
with a
no,
rubber
no.
hose.
We take it and we say, "This is how you do it." All right.
And you
And
did.
he'd stand up on his little stool.
I know.
We put him on his little stool. Can I stand up there? Of course, Andy. Stand up here.
He's
So-
still-
Yep. Yeah, you pee. I hold it like this. You hold it like this. I hold it. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold it. I remember going, hey, you gotta hold it. I gotta hold it. Oh, no. No, you did several times.
you
Piss
did.
all over the seat. I was like,
Absolutely.
oh my God.
Just pissed everywhere.
Andy, what the hell? So, I gotta hold it. You gotta hold it.
I don't know what
Look,
life.
I mean, you want to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs.
Yeah.
Andy did poop in a couple of different corners in
Yeah,
the
he did.
house when
Yeah.
we used to take off your,
So did
your
you.
training.
You were not a corner pooper.
No.
You were. You
But
used
Matt,
to hide
the
behind
problem
the
is
door. and
Matt
poop.
still pees in bushes.
Yeah.
I just
well,
love
you gotta
the
do-
outdoors.
It's so weird.
gotta
It
do
wasn't the indoors I had a problem with. It was I wanted to go
He
outdoors.
finally stopped because he would pee right outside the kitchen door, and I was like, "Man, I can't go outside."
Yeah.
It smelled like urine.
No, it never smelled like
It
urine.
smelled like urine.
Never
from
smelled
all the
like urine.
vitamins and Red Bulls you were drinking back then.
No.
Yeah.
What are you talking
That's
about?
what it was.
This is like so
Red Bull
bizarre for
piss.
me to
See
hear
squirrels on
people's
Adderall in the trees.
It's the Red Bull piss. Look
Yeah.
at this. You're hyping all the animals up right here. They're all
true.
nuts.
No, it never.
It was odd. I'd have
Never
friends come
smelled
over,
like
and
it.
Matt would be like peeing in a bush in the front yard.
Yeah.
I'm like, Matt, what are you
He
doing?
is Ace
really not
Ventura.
that
That's the problem.
unnatural.
He is Ace Ventura.
No, there's a symbiotic relationship between the nitrogen in your urine and the plants. in
By
this
the
urine.
way-
I wanted
There's
to become
also-
part of the. I wanted to.
You know what? There's
to
not
nourish these plants.
There's not a
instead of
symbiotic relationship between pneumonia and my nose.
Matt.
pneumonia.
I
Did you just come up?
I have a
with that?
story. I have a Matt story.
I don't think you can find that on a
I
periodic
probably won't be
table,
able to
yeah.
tell it, but I have it. At Abington Friends, they used to.
I know.
You just came up with that?
No,
No,
I
you were
was
thinking about for the last thing.
No,
Joe,
no,
is it
it's not
pneumonia?
the disease. It's not
It's not
pneumonia.
pneumonia. It's ammonia.
Ammonia.
Yes.
Did you say pneumonia? No,
I said
doesn't matter.
pneumonia.
He
Oh.
He said
he-
pneumonia, but
But
let's
it's
just.
supposed to be
Yeah.
ammonia.
Ammonia.
He said
yeah.
pneumonia, but he meant lasagna.
Okay.
He was talking about food.
So
Go
don't
on.
worry about it.
Okay.
Back to my birth.
What?
Let's talk about my birth some
Yeah.
more.
Your birth was well worth every
Yes.
second of the.
It was.
I had a.
You were on
And
bed
then I had
rest.
to have another. I had hernias from the scar,
No.
and then I had to go have.
Dude,
I remember that. You had to
That
get
was
a.
really
I
scary.
remember even the first time I saw that C-section scar.
Yeah,
like,
that
it
was
was
brutal.
high because
It was-
mom's short. You know,
Yeah, it's
so
brutal.
I remember. I think you were wearing jeans or something. It was like I had never seen it. Because you're very reserved. But one time I remember, whatever you had like a high shirt. I was like, "What is that?" And like that, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Well, we were supposed to fly somewhere, and I had like this bump, this ball come out, and I went to the doctor, and he said, "You can't get on a plane. That's a hernia," and it was strangulating.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I had 3, but it's because when you were
You know that
born,
scene in Tremors, where it just comes out of the sand. That's what it looked like.
Or alien.
Alien.
Tremors.
Alien.
they had it was a mess, and they had to staple it fast, so it was
Yes.
very. But it is what it is. That doesn't matter. But when you were 6 at Abington Friends, they used to pair up the first graders and the seniors at
Yeah,
graduation.
It's true.
You were 2, not you were a little over 2.
Okay.
And in the middle of the ceremony, you walked over to a tree and peed.
Yeah, of course.
Right in the middle of the graduation
Right.
ceremony.
I'll
pee.
never
Everybody
forget
was
it.
dying.
He had
I
on
was
his
like,
knickers. He had on his knickers and his navy blue sport coat.
He did.
You had gray knickers which are short pants.
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know, that
I
like
used
the
to
like the
dress
Knickerbockers.
you.
That's where
Yeah.
they came from.
Or
the
the
Knicks.
capri pants?
Capris.
Kind of
They
like
were
capris.
knickers.
Yes.
I think that little roll, right? A little roll at
A
the
little
bottom.
cuff. It was
Little
cuffed. They had a crease and a cuff.
Crease and a cuff. Yeah,
You
I
had
remember
high
them.
socks.
I had suspenders.
You had saddle shoes. And you
Yeah.
had a navy blue blazer.
Yeah.
You know? And you
Yeah.
looked like you had one of the haircuts that the monkeys
Mhm.
made famous
Yes.
because we all had those.
Yeah, Muppet.
And,
Hey, it didn't
and you
hurt
went
you.
over
Monkeys, man,
and there was a
not Muppets.
tree and around those oaks there was a bed, like a bed. They
Oh,
they
dude,
they
I
manicured the
know.
bed around
I
the
used to
oaks.
love
How many
those.
times did you
And
climb
he
that
peed
tree?
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
oak bed.
But I loved
Oak
that
beds.
tree. I was trying to help the tree. It was nourishing
You
the
did.
tree. I used to
It
love
was the
that
giving tree.
But he
Hey
would.
tree,
Yeah,
Those
that's
oak
such a
trees.
good
cut down
book.
my book. You know, oh,
Ah,
I
that
love
best
the giving
book. I always
tree,
have
one
my
of the
kids
best
read
books.
that book. Everyone reads that book.
Dylan loves that book.
It's such a good
This is
story.
a great book.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know who gave Dylan that book? Libby gave Dylan that book
Great,
Oh,
great
wow.
little
Dude.
book.
for her birthday.
When
Wow.
we went to dinner the other night to celebrate our beautiful mother's birthday,
Yes.
Yeah.
and when Dylan asked where Libby was, and you were like, "Oh, she's not coming. You'll see her next week."
No.
Dylan was like,
I know.
What?
I know.
"No, Libby?
I know. Is Libby coming to
That's
dinner?
so cute."
Is
She's so
Charlie
precious.
coming to dinner?
Mm.
She,
Yeah, she's amazing.
little precious Dylan, she said, I want those, and I want those, and I want those,
Yep.
and I want those.
Yep.
I gave her my bracelet.
Yep.
Don't let her
Give
lose
her-
it.
I
It
won't
was
let her
real.
lose it.
She's so precious.
It was real.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah, and you can't have
Wait, it was?
It's
All right.
Dylan.
Joe's just wearing it.
Yeah, yeah.
I won't let her lose it. Joe.
Yeah.
Charlie and Libby and Dylan.
Melt
Oh,
this down.
I have.
I want a
love
little
them.
another little token for this thing. Hey Joe, where'd you get this one? I don't know. I just picked it up from somewhere. I don't know where it was.
That's fun.
Anyway,
It's amazing. Wow. All right. So, but Mom, you almost did die with Andy, right?
yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah,
so
I know
it's
you
irrelevant.
didn't, unlike the hex that you put on me earlier in the episode. But, you know, I mean, you know, I didn't die, but you're dead. What? I mean,
I'm so
what the hell is
sorry.
this? It's been 71 minutes. I've been still thinking about it. I literally have, issues with that.
Joe,
It's true, Joe. Joe's
Every
so
bump, I think I'm
paranoid.
dying, you know?
Joe.
I've
Wow.
never. If you
Let me
if
tell you
walk
something.
into a
My own
res-
mortality.
I get a girl and I'm like, this is it.
I
No.
know.
you guys, you can't
Guys,
think
My
that
sales
way.
have been loose for 2
Guys,
days.
You can't think
You
that
have
way.
to let all that
Yeah.
go.
Doc,
Yeah.
how long do I got?
Joe,
What's the matter? I've had loose stool for 48 hours.
if-
I don't know
Boys,
what the hell.
I've never met Joe. Will literally go into some medical problems with waiters. Like someone will come up and
Oh,
ask
yeah.
him. He'll be
Did
like,
I tell
can't
you
eat
about
this 'cause-"
my Prilosec?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably like if you tell him you're a nurse or you're a doctor, don't sit next to him because
You know what? You have
she'll-
to let that go because at the end of the
have let
day,
it go. I'm
God is in
trying.
charge.
He'll
So you
talk
really
his
don't have any
ear off.
control over it anyway.
Sam's helped me with that. She's helped me with that.
Just,
What the
just
heck
get over it.
is that creepy doll
Oh,
staring
before we
at
go,
me from
let's,
the
Oh, wait.
corner?
This is.
We haven't even touched.
What is that?
Wait,
We haven't
Mom.
even hit the tip of the iceberg
Okay,
here.
go ahead. Let's do
Yeah,
Wait,
some
but
more.
hold
We
on.
have,
What?
though.
I just noticed a
Okay,
weird,
I'll let-
creepy doll.
Did you ever see the movie
No.
Megan?
This is-
Well, this is
Oh!
the inspiration.
Whoa, that's really creepy, Mom.
No.
No, it's not.
Oh, it closes
This-
its eyes too.
This
One
is-
eye. One
okay.
eye. One eye.
No,
Okay.
both
It actually
eyes.
is
No, it's one
blinks.
eye.
No,
it's the Forrest Whitaker of dolls. It's
It
the Forrest
actually
Whitaker of
blinks.
dolls.
Let me tell you about. This is Sue Ellen. Now, when I was a
I have
little,
heard stories my whole
Even,
life. by
even
the way.
creepier.
okay, when I was a little girl.
Can you imagine Mom with
Didn't
little
your
girl
brother
holdings?
bite off her fingers?
No, that was Bubbles, and my brother didn't do it. My neighbor did it.
Bubbles?
He bit off the doll's fingers because he wanted to do things to me that I wouldn't allow, and he bit Bubbles' fingers.
Oh, this
The
just
hell
got
neighbor
Well, this
did
serious.
you
is
grow up in?
creepy.
It was very creepy. It was traumatic, but you know,
What was
with
this-
my
what was this
parents, I
neighbor's
knew
name?
that what he wanted to do with his.
Do you still
I-
have Bubbles or no?
I have Bubbles.
Did you get Bubbles fixed?
No, she still doesn't have her fingers. But let me tell you about Sue Ellen.
Oh, the other day, I was gonna say we go to that doll shop, but it's gone.
It's gone. Okay,
It's a bank now.
my dolls. My dolls.
She's looking at me, Mom. She's looking real creepy.
I don't
Kind
know.
of weird look in her eyes, Mom.
Okay, can I tell?
Let Mom tell the
Sorry.
story,
Okay.
please.
But why is she staring directly at
Because
me?
you're misbehaving.
What do you
Okay.
mean? What do you mean, bro?
All right.
Hmm?
So
Yeah,
when
what do you
I was
mean?
We're all
little,
staring at like this. Look at,
Huh, Matt?
You all start drooling like you're hungry.
What do you mean?
okay, guys.
Weird. All right, Mom.
I loved my
Give us
doll.
the story
I
about this
love
creepy
my-
doll named Sue Ellen.
Stop calling her creepy. You sound like Pop, and I'm going to tell you why. When I was little, I loved my dolls. I still love my dolls,
course.
but my dolls were my babies because I always wanted babies, and my mom always facilitated that, and my grandmothers, and my Aunt Millie. So I had Sue Ellen, I had Sandy, who's in storage, and I had Bubbles. And every year we would go to Ocean City, and for 2 weeks for vacation, and the car was packed.
Mm.
I was here, The boxes were here. My brother was
We
there.
did the same thing when we went to Ocean City. It was packed.
It was always packed.
Were the boxes in between you to keep you separated?
Yeah, because my brother used to beat me up, but that's another story.
Uncle
But
Al.
anyway,
What a turd.
no, he's
No,
not a
I
terrible
love
Love
guy.
him,
Al.
buddy, but he beat her up. I'll tell
Al's
you.
the
Well, that
best.
was just what boys do to girls. Anyway, but my
What?
dad said
Not anymore, Mom. Things have changed.
they have.
Okay. The girls are beating the boys.
You
up.
actually can't hit women anymore. It's a very weird world. No, the women are kicking our ass now. And we
Okay.
just sit there and go, it's okay, I can take it. Go ahead.
So anyway, Sue Ellen had to come with me. Now she's a big doll.
Yeah.
Sue Ellen and Bubbles and
It's probably bigger
Sandy.
than you at that time.
She was. And my dad said, we can't take Sue Ellen.
Oh, boy.
And my mom said, Har,
Got it.
Sue Ellen has to go. Ed, we don't have enough room. And I said, so I had Sue Ellen, Bubbles, and Sandy on my lap. And we went to the shore. And I had a dolly stroller. And Grandma and Aunt Millie went with us. And we would put Sue Ellen in the stroller. And Bubbles, Aunt Millie would carry. And my grandmother would call, Sandy. And we would go to the boardwalk and walk.
They
and
got
they
the
would
same
talk to me.
eyes. Like Mama is the same color.
But listen,
Can we just can
Sue Ellen-
Can Sue Ellen stop
No,
staring at
Sue Ellen actually fell apart. Her hair fell out
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
and her arm broke. It fell off.
Mm.
And about, when we lived on Rancho, my parents took Sue Ellen to the doll shop and had her repaired.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
And
I
they
remember that. So I knew there was some repair.
they brought her to the house and gave her to me for Christmas. These are her original dress, disintegrated, but these are her original shoes and socks. And this is actually Charlie's dress and Charlie's sweater that Chandy gave me to
That's
put.
actually incredible.
Yeah. So she's really old,
Yeah.
but they had to redo her hair. They redid her hair. And yeah, this is Sue Ellen. And I know you make fun of it, but
No,
this
Oh,
is
I'm not
very,
making fun. It's beautiful,
Well, yes,
actually.
you
It's
do.
gorgeous. I'm just kidding. It's
this is
absolutely
Sue
beautiful.
Ellen. And they cleaned up her face and
The history
everything.
is incredible. That
Yeah.
doll is. Wow.
So this doll has been held by Mimi, Pop, Grandmom, Aunt Millie, and maybe even Uncle Al, my brother, but he didn't hurt her. So yeah, and they had to replace one of her arms. So there you go.
Hmm.
So my life was about my dolls. I would
Wow.
feed
Gentle,
them,
Joe. Gentle.
change them,
just
everything.
She just rips her arm off.
No.
Jeez,
No.
Joe.
Well, it looks
But
like
I wish
we'll have
that
to get
doll
this other
shop-
arm fixed now, Bob.
I wish that doll shop were still there.
Me
because-
too.
Yeah.
But I
That was the
remember,
one right at Riverside, right?
yes,
Yeah.
I remember my parents being so excited about giving me this gift.
I remember that too.
And I was like,
Yeah.
because I thought she was gone forever.
Yeah, I
but
remember
my mother
this.
kept her, and this was.
Yep.
But when I tell you that my grandmother's
Kind of
really-
looks like she has Mimi's hair.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
Awesome.
humored the death out of me with this dolly because she was just
That's
such an
amazing.
important part of my life.
That's amazing.
Sue Ellen.
Wow,
I don't know
Sue
where I
Ellen.
even came up with that, but
Sue
They used to-
Ellen.
talk to her and yeah, there you go.
It's magical, actually.
Yeah, it is. Got it?
Yes.
There you go. Perfect.
I have my Raggedy Andy that you made me.
I made you all raggedy. You
I
have
got
your
my Raggedy Andy.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I haven't seen yours in a long time.
I know I haven't seen mine in a long time.
I
I
have
think
it,
it's
though.
in. I think it's actually.
It might be in Joe's storage. Hey, stop.
Yeah, I think it's in
blaming
your storage. No, I think it's actually in a couple of bins that Dad has for me.
Okay, but I made you Raggedy Andy dolls, and I made Charlie and Libby. I have to make a new one now.
Yes, you do.
I'll have to make 2 new ones.
Yeah.
You gotta make Raggedy Ann and a Raggedy Andy, right?
I'll have
Because
to
don't
make a
Charlie and Libby, they got Anns or Andys?
They have Anns.
Ants.
And I have to make Dylan and Ann, and I have to make baby
Andy.
Little boy.
baby boy.
Baby
Yeah,
boy
wow.
and
I'll
Andy.
make them together. I'll make them.
That'd be great.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Christmas is
Insane
coming.
membrane.
yeah, man.
But they have hearts, and then I have.
yeah,
I wrote.
Yeah.
amazing.
I
I hope
was
one day you
wondering-
guys have kids, so that
I
I
don't
don't know
think
if it
yours have
does.
hearts. No. Do you have it right
Yeah,
here?
it's upstairs.
Oh,
I hope that you
I
guys
ain't gonna
have
get it. I
kids.
mean, I'll get
I hope
it.
that you guys have kids.
you should go
one day.
get it.
I mean, when like seriously, I had kids 20 years ago, thinking we were going to be able to raise kids together, and you guys
Well, guess what, Joe? We
Loafed
probably
around.
can. 'cause
No,
you're-
loafed
Keep
around
going,
full
Joe.
circle, loafed
Yeah.
around, and now I'm having kids
know
all
what,
these
Joe?
years later. As my life is just my life, and you guys still aren't having kids.
Joey,
Yeah.
everything in its own
No,
time.
no, I got 2 George Clooney's for brothers. You guys are both Clooney's.
What's
I
wrong
mean,
with that?
Clooney's and Clueless.
sounds pretty good.
Huh? Does it?
Clooney's
Is Clooney ever gonna have any kids?
He has
He
them.
has kids now.
Oh, well,
So
what's
what are you
the problem?
complaining
I
about?
think he with Amalfi or whatever her name is. What's her name?
Amalfi.
No, it's not.
Amal.
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 Amalfi.
Yeah.
Is that Coast? The Amalfi Coast.
Yeah.
Amal. Which one? I like Topanga, personally.
It's gone.
Guys, you are just
Isn't it gone?
Westfield. They do a good job these days. You know, they kind of.
No, George Clooney went to the mall. Oh, I thought you were talking about going there. I like the food
Wait,
court.
isn't
It's a thing of
the
past.
Topanga Mall gone?
No,
Andy,
it's huge.
Andy,
The
you're
AMC's
out of
gone.
Control.
No, it's not.
The Promenade.
The Promenade.
AMC
Oh, that was
Promenade.
great.
That's
We had
the one
a
we
lot
used
of
to
memories.
go
That was
to.
like we had
Remember
some
Ruby's?
crazy
Oh.
movie
Mimi.
memories at that.
Love
obliterated
Ruby's.
Love
Obliterated.
Wow.
Yeah, it's,
Her,
it's
she
torn
loved
down.
her.
I know.
Her
We saw a
fried-
bunch of good
But
movies.
the mall
Zucchini.
across this way is
I
amazing.
went into that mall not that long ago, and
It was creepy.
it like was real creepy.
Frozen
Really?
in time.
And I went to the
Frozen.
underbelly of it because like there was
creepy.
just like doors open.
Yeah.
It was creepy.
It is.
What was I
creepy.
doing there? I think I was like location scouting for a
Maybe.
zombie movie or
Yeah,
something.
Are
that's
they gonna
about
put
right.
in maybe apartments in there or
I
something?
don't know what
Yeah, it's all gonna be. It's all, of course.
living,
The,
right?
the new movie theaters across the street are nice, but they're doesn't have the same, like that
No.
AMC was really
Oh,
It was
man.
saw a lot of,
Those-
dude, the 90s, man.
The escalator up
Oh
and then
my
the second
God.
level, and they had the
we dominated
man.
the 90s in that. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you know
Definitely.
what I miss?
Yeah.
I miss seeing you guys with Meme and Pop.
Oh,
Me too.
gosh, I
Yeah,
miss
me
Pop and you
too.
guys. Do you know what?
Oh.
I have to tell you something.
so much.
My pop was very stoic, as you said.
Yeah.
He was a very faithful man. My parents' relationship was faithful and respectful and loyal, and they loved each other. But it wasn't until you guys were born that I saw another side of my father, and he loved you so much. Like
Yep.
you actually would kiss him.
Yeah, we
And
wore,
he would
we
kiss
wore,
you
wore him
back.
down.
Oh,
You
yeah.
wore him
Yeah, we wore him
down.
down.
Yeah, buddy.
Love you, buddy.
Love
To
you.
the point where
Love you,
Pop,
Bob.
he showed me the ultimate hand massage. He said, I do this to myself.
Yeah.
And he would do this.
Do this to
Yeah,
myself.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I still remember.
My
And
girls love that.
and
I've done that
Yeah.
to all my
Me
daughters.
too.
I go like this.
Me too.
and he,
And literally,
Me too.
instinctually,
Yep.
It's the
I did it to
best.
Dylan, and Dylan was like, she was like, and look at, I did this, right? And she looked at me and she was like, again.
yeah,
Aw.
Yeah.
he,
They're missing out on
great.
Meme and Pop.
Oh,
Too
it's
bad.
kill. It's
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
But
bummer.
you guys,
Everybody's missing out on Meme and Pop.
I
you
know.
would laugh. He
World
was
hasn't been the
so
same.
funny.
No.
He was whip. He was
Yeah, the
so
whip
funny.
was unbelievable.
He was so
Unwavering
intelligent.
strength. He would always like feign that he was old,
Yeah.
and like he would like go to shake
Yeah.
your hand, and then he would crush your hand and yank you off your feet
Yeah.
like out of nowhere.
I know.
Remember the night he passed? What he
Yeah.
did to you?
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell? I can't do it.
What, Mom?
He grabbed your hand
I know. Yeah, he did. Grab
and
my
he
hand.
pulled. You know how he would pull you in and not let
Yeah.
go?
Crazy.
Yep. He was
There's a
gone
lot of-
like 3 hours later.
Crazy.
Yeah, I remember
Stuff
when
like
I went to go visit him about a week before he passed away. He walked. He like was
He got out of that bed and walked
Yeah.
for you.
walked.
Broken
Like he-
hip. He had his surgery.
Broken hip. He was
He wanted to show you that
About
he was
to-
okay.
yeah.
Walk down the hall with a walker.
Yeah, it was
in the
wild.
hospital.
You really didn't. You could barely tell that was so right happening. But he was amazing.
I went through that
It's
with
amazing.
Mimi. Mimi was basically passed away
Yeah.
and was in
She-
hospice care and was literally
Day
Well,
before she died.
yeah.
She
And
was waiting.
She hadn't said anything, and it was like, and I walked into the room, and literally she was like, "Joey."
She
No
got
joke.
out. She stood up.
I was
got-
like, I couldn't believe it because they
my
said
gosh.
she's not talking, so just go in there and just
She talked.
Oh my gosh.
But she did, and after that, she
I'll never forget it, bro.
you sang to her,
Yes, I did.
and
I did.
That's crazy.
I did.
it was.
We had incredible grandparents.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
they're the
lucky.
best.
Very blessed.
We've had great parents. We're
Yep.
good.
Very blessed.
Yep.
Very blessed.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, at the end of the day,
gonna get the Raggedy Andy.
get it real quick. But
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
It's like- Yeah, it was those memories, and like, I know that sometimes at Christmas it gets a little hectic and everything with all my decorations, but it's really just to honor
yeah.
them because they,
of course.
it was a celebration of Christ's birth, and my parents were very much about that, and I have to carry that on because
It's incredible.
the
Oh, Mom.
the tree is
Nobody
so
does.
important.
Nobody decorates for Christmas like you do. I mean, it's incredible. It literally looks
Nobody.
like nobody. It literally looks like a magazine. I mean,
But
really,
it's-
incredible.
I know it doesn't last long, but it's like
It's not about that. It does. It
jolt
does
of
last
joy.
long. It
It's
actually
the jolt of
lasts
joy.
forever.
It does.
It's not about the month that
And
they're
like
up.
every bow I
Right.
make, and I
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
all of you have really pride in the way you wrap your presents.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's about
Oh, yeah.
it's about giving
Oh yeah.
and
Heck
about celebrating, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not really about anything material.
I
Oh
was
my
just
goodness,
saying,
there's
mom,
Raggedy.
mom was saying I know
Raggedy
that, she was saying I
Andy.
know
What
you
do
guys
you
get upset with me
know?
with Christmas decorations, but I do that for me and pop because that's what they did. I said, no, we love them. She's like, I know it's only for a short period of time. I was like, no, but it's not though because you remember them forever. You
It's
know?
true. So this is my hat when I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow,
But
dude, you still have that?
I mean, it's on him. And then was my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I don't.
I remember you wearing that
Oh, he
shirt.
does have a heart.
Yes.
I remember
Yeah.
you wearing
You
that.
gave him a
shirt.
heart.
I
Look at
gave.
that.
We all
they
have
all,
one.
they
We
all have hearts.
And mine's a heart of gold.
Yeah.
But yours isn't gold.
Nope. No,
Yours is
mine's
magenta.
diamond.
I remember Andy wearing that
diamond.
shirt.
Yes, he
Yes.
wore
crazy.
that. Yes. And that hat. I have pictures of him
Oh,
with that
yeah.
hat.
I
Oh yeah, the
remember.
hat. He had a photo shoot in that hat
Yeah.
just like last week. He loved it. He looked great.
And I made you blankets. I
Better than
guess
that
you
he's
don't
got
have
on
them.
now.
Blankets.
You have the blankets.
Yeah.
You have the
Yeah,
I remember
absolutely.
one
And I have
year
the
I
blankets
just
you
didn't
made
have any
me as
money.
well.
All I could do, I had
Yeah.
zero. It was, when my life fell apart, I had zero. And I was
Oh, I
just
should get one more thing.
working in the dress
What?
shop.
Wait, we gotta. It's
And
too
I,
much,
We'll
too
get it
much.
and then we're wrapping up here.
Yeah.
Get it.
Before we wrap up, I got to read this letter.
Okay. Read
and
it.
then,
Well, let's get
Well,
Andy back
wait
and then
till
you can
Andy
read. You can read your
finishes.
Pop
letter.
made this.
Oh, wow, yeah.
For
That's
sure.
one of-
Oh my
And it
gosh.
says Harry Shaw.
Yeah, it does.
right there in the back.
2003.
I was one of, each one of you have a wood sculpture. You
Yeah.
have,
I have
you have-
multiple wood sculptures.
you have what,
Super
and
cool.
so do you.
Oh yeah.
You have garwood
Mm-hmm.
and you have a turtle
Mm.
and you had a frog. I don't know where the frog is. You got, where, do you have the car
Yeah,
he made
I have
you?
the car in storage.
And you have the love dog. The love dog.
I got
the
the
love those at
links
my
too.
house.
I love the links.
Oh, the links he made you too.
Dude, the links were
The links
sick.
are awesome.
Yeah.
I have a horseshoe upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, let me get one more.
What?
One more thing.
Andy,
And you're
Come
killing
on.
us.
Mom's got to read a
No.
letter, man.
It's
and,
okay. You could get it. Let him. There's like
And it's like
It's-
midnight in half the world, bro. Come on. These guys, people going out-
They-
they
yeah.
want to go to bed, you know?
I
They
know.
wanna start
I completely agree.
yeah.
there's such.
Looking to get that REM sleep, you know?
I know.
I don't think I've
Wow.
had REM sleep in
Oh, no.
20 years.
Mom, I think longer than that. Let's be honest. I mean, I think you have kids, you know REM
Once
sleep.
you have kids.
Really?
Children, no more REM sleep.
Do you
Mhm.
dream?
Very rarely.
I don't
do,
really
though.
dream a lot anymore.
Nah, I
No,
very
it's
rarely.
kinda
I'll-
sad.
I don't have time. To,
Yeah, I don't have dreams. I
Ah.
the craziest dream.
Andy
I
had a
know.
crazy dream.
course he
I had a
does.
dream that there was this big bear that was
Yeah.
in the backyard, and I scared it, and it fell through the window, and then we adopted the bear.
we had an
Dropped
uncle,
it
and
there.
one day he ate one of
oh,
those. Wow.
Oh, yeah,
that's Mimi. You all have needlepoint.
I've got a Mickey Mouse.
and you also have your graduation.
And graduation.
Yeah,
That's
and
from
you have it,
graduation.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was amazing.
It's a frog.
She taught me how to sew.
So cool.
I love frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mimi taught me how to sew. I made everything I wore.
Yep.
Every Saturday, we would go to the fabric store. I would get fabric. I was able to.
Awesome, dude.
So I just wanted,
Read the letter. Close
When-
out on the letter, Mom.
yeah, when my mom died, of course, my dad was destroyed,
Yeah,
and
of course.
he wrote this letter, and he said, "You're going to have to read it."
Okay.
And he said, "And then you'll read it again."
All right.
And I
Uh-huh.
did. But this is the essence of their relationship.
All right.
It says,
All right.
a letter from Howard to Ed. Sharing 60 years with a loving, flawless partner who possessed innate qualities, including a good heart, a sweet disposition, and good looks as a bonus. To have just a very few has been a beautiful journey for me and for everyone you knew and touched. I'm sure you are I'm sure you are content, having arrived by now at your heavenly destination, knowing we will be reunited one fine day to continue the rest of our plan, hand in hand, down a sunny lane, each side blossoming with your favorite flowers. Rest peacefully, knowing the power of being blessed and completely surrounded by loving family members and friends. Wait for me. I promise I won't be late. See you soon, Blondie. All my love from the luckiest guy on the planet, Howard.
Mm.
That's it, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Love you, Mom.
love you, Mom.
Love you too, guys.
All
Love you
right,
so
thanks
much.
for listening. Sorry if we're leaving you on a sadder note.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry. I didn't think I.
What the hell just happened?
I
I'm so
don't
sorry.
know.
I was.
Jesus, I'm
We had like well, that's it, man.
it's
you
my
know.
allergies. The allergies are killing me. My eyes just won't stop watering. These damn allergies, you know. It's a
Thanks
St.
for
Anna's.
joining us, everybody.
It's really, really
To hear
amazing.
that, yeah. What gets me the most is
Because
the
that
voice
is-
it's written in because I hear him saying
Of
it.
course,
You know?
me too, dude. Absolutely,
that's-
absolutely.
And-
It's-
And I
yeah.
read it again
miss
when
him
he
so
passed
much.
away because he
Yeah.
told me one day, And it was 8 years later.
Yeah. I miss him so much. I miss
No,
Meme and
yeah,
Pop so
dude.
much. I
Me
literally
too.
think
So
about
much.
them. I think about them daily, actually.
Oh yeah, me too, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
like daily.
me too.
So many things that we do.
Yeah.
So many isms that we've
Oh my
that we've
gosh,
borrowed
yeah,
from
yeah,
Pop
yeah,
and
yeah.
Meme.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know, man. They're just
It was amazing.
Cherish your moments with your family. You know.
oh, cherish your
Absolutely.
moments with your family. And you know, like what's cool is that even if you don't or you weren't lucky enough to come from a good family, you can always start one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
For
you know,
sure.
like you don't have to come from one. Like you can make it a point to be the Meme and Pop, to be
Mhm.
those people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it can start with you, and that's really powerful.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it was before Meme and Pop, but it's for us. It started with them.
Yeah.
You know,
100%, yeah.
so you know it's pretty.
And you know they're watching right now.
Oh, of
and they're
course.
very, very, very proud and happy. You were
Probably-
the joy of their lives.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pop probably just let's see, probably had a liverwurst sandwich, and you know they had their afternoon coffee,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
and I'm sure he's read the paper 3-4 times back to front.
And they both did the
and
crossword
Mimi's doing the
puzzles
crosswords.
together.
I was going to
Yeah.
end with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Or reading a little Reader's Digest, which she loved.
She loved.
Or
Yeah.
Danielle Steele.
Danielle Steele.
What she
Anyway.
loved.
Thanks so much for
Yeah.
watching, listening, guys. We'll see you next time. God bless everybody. And, you know, we will see you.
Thanks for this, guys. This
Mom,
was
love
like
you.
really
Love you, Mom.
special.
love you so much.
Yeah, love
we
you,
will
Mom.
see you all
Next
Next week.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on the Brotherly Love Pod.
Please like and subscribe on our YouTube.
And check out our online merch store. You can find the link in our show description.
And we will see you
Next week.